Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hypergiant Media. Tonight we are playing Savage Worlds Interface Zero. We're gonna be cyberpunks for the evening. A couple announcements before we get started. I have the merch store up. There's a little bit on it. Some t-shirts. I think I made a coffee mug and a pillow. Believe it or not, there's a pillow on there. So I don't know what Amelia is doing or what Nivea is doing over there. Sorry. But also tell all your friends about us. We're trying to reach 50 at first. We're going to do two giveaways. First, when we reach 50 followers, we're going to give away one of those awesome shirts that's on the merch store. And then second, when we hit 100 followers, we will have a second giveaway. If you see on the table, you see the dice towers that are there. We'll be giving away one of those. It's not exactly this design. It's a nicer design that Sean has for us. Which brings me to my next announcement. Sean will not be here tonight. The character of Ronan will not be here. He is off on a street samurai type quest to better himself and become a better warrior. Also, let's see, so new merch. Don't forget to follow us here on Twitch. Just click on the little heart. It's pretty simple. It takes like 2 seconds. Also, follow us on, what are we on? Twitter. Facebook, Instagram now. I made an Instagram, and YouTube, where you can watch the videos I will upload tonight. So hopefully it'll be on by tomorrow. Let's see, and also, the last thing I have, it pertains to the merch store. I want to thank Logan. He is our resident graphic artist. He made all of the shirts and everything. If you want to see one, if Gibbs will turn to us, she'll show you the shirt. Ta-da! That's the Hypergiant Media logo t-shirt. There's also Hyper Vegas shirts out there, and we'll be adding to it all the time. So with that, we are going to start Hyper Vegas. And so last time, chaos ensued.
Not for us.
Yeah, you guys were the main cause of the chaos. So, you guys wrecked Hank's bar. Minimal neon damage. He's thankful for that.
Wrecked is a strong word.
He definitely had to buy a couple of new doors.
Patch some holes.
Patch a few holes in the wall. Maybe clean some blood off of some tables. Gives it character, right? Hank was.
I kept most of my mess in the alley. So.
That is true. There was a lot of dead in the alley.
I reject the read back there.
Let's see. So Hank was thankful though because you did save his life. And then there was a little surprise at the end. Kat got to see herself live on the news, committing crimes of various sorts, and found out that she is wanted and has no idea. So we moved to a few days later. What have you guys done in the last couple of days after Hank's and the news that you guys have got?
Oh, I've definitely been laying low and avoiding the police. I'm probably been getting hold of all my contacts, trying to figure out who's behind this, who started it, where it came from, because obviously that was some serious Photoshopping or After Effects going on there.
Yeah, that was...
Whatever it is now.
I've been looking for, like, security footage, like, uncensored security footage of any crimes that she's committed, so I can compare, to see who was actually behind it.
Okay, so Proxy, give me a, what you got, computers?
Not I just have knowledge programming.
Yes,
and
give me
hacking.
that role. Give me the knowledge programming role. That'll work fine.
Four.
4. I mean, the only thing that's out there is the news clips. It doesn't appear that anybody's really hiding anything. It's just, but it's being broadcast on through multiple news agencies, and it's being a former star who has fallen from grace. This is definitely something that you see. What Insider Hollywood and TMZ's like grabbing this up. So it's on blast overtime. So
I want to check with all the pawn shops to try to see if any of the merchandise that she allegedly stolen was sold to her.
okay, give me some streetwise. Bill is playing a bat hybrid.
11. What was my goal?
A 4 is your goal, so that's a raise. That's a raise. With your raise, you discover an odd lack of anything being stolen. Or being sold
Yeah.
that was stolen. So if she's doing thievery, she's not putting it out to any obvious sources
Obviously,
that
it was a setup
that
for
you
me.
find.
I've been with you guys the whole time. When did I have time to do this?
Yeah, right.
Are you moonlighting on us?
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Let me tell you the one that you when your contact called you and said, "Hey, turn on the news."
Yeah.
It was like a live helicopter feed. It was happening. So that's something a little unusual. So according to the news feed, it had the little live with the little red dot next to it up in the corner. It was happening now. When you were watching it.
Who did you?
I got a list of them over here.
So many people. This is pretty advanced, though, so this really couldn't have been.
This took money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this took money. It's always you can always chase it through the money, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope.
Well, money and a little bit of smarts. This had to be done.
Who's Vince? Are we together? Do we?
That's up to you. Where are you guys at? I mean, you guys. It's been a couple days since Hanks. Where are you guys at right now? What do you? So that's part of what are you guys doing? Logan was or Peroxy was.
Basically just been hanging out at Hank's, looking stuff up on my
I'm
app or
hiding in a
whatever it
dive
is.
hotel. I could avoid being seen.
Probably smart.
I'll go to the news station.
You're gonna go to the news station?
Yeah, why not? They aren't looking for me, are they?
No.
Okay. Well, why not?
I'm gonna go bully him into something here.
She's a pacifist.
What do you want to do at the news station?
Pacifist.
She is a
Be
pacifist.
bully.
She is a pacifist that has some.
Why can't I use my looks to try to get some information?
Well, you always can.
I'm a fan of that method.
Why
You always
not?
can.
It works because men are simple creatures.
They are.
And
Makes
nothing.
no difference in the future. Either,
Nothing has
does it?
changed in 2090.
That's
so,
right.
I mean,
Probably never will.
Never
Yeah.
will.
if anything, it might be a little worse. There.
It was good.
I personally will be
It
at
was
my
good.
clinic
Okay.
working.
At your clinic.
like
All
I
right.
always
So,
do.
while you go to the news station and you do you have some persuasion about
Yep,
you?
I do.
Oh. So how do you want to persuade? Who do you find to persuade? I mean, there's all kinds of guys here. What do you want to ask them, I guess? What do you want to try to get?
I
out of
want to
them?
find I don't know. I don't want someone high up.
I did not think this out.
How about the guy who drives the helicopter, flies the helicopter? Why can't I find him?
He might be out on the
Drives.
helicopter.
Huh?
He might be out on the helicopter, but there's always somebody that would be.
You know who knows everything at news stations, but they ignore the interns. They hear and
there we
see
go.
everything.
I'll ask an intern.
And they're
That is a
basically
good point. The interns are usually
They know all the dirt.
and treated like crap.
All right, I'll find me one of those.
All right, so you find you an intern. What questions do you have for the intern?
I'd like to know who's sending the tip to them.
Give me your persuasion roll.
It's a 6 and a 4, right?
Whatever your persuasion is, plus a wild die, which is a 6. Bum bum bum. Everybody's like staring expectantly, like, what did you get?
Got a 5, but I get to roll it again, right? No, because it's not
No,
6.
it's gotta
I
be
got a
6.
5.
We're not playing Shadowrun.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
Fives don't count.
I got too many games going on in my head.
A 5 is a success, though. So, and you find an intern, pretty nervous kid. I mean, he's not even really out of college yet. This is like he's doing this during the summer or whatever, to he's getting extra credit for it. Probably getting paid minimum wage or nothing. But he's like, somebody just called and there was no name left. They said, Cat was out doing felonious things, and sure enough, we caught her on tape. And he's like, we're the ones that got it. TMZ takes it over, but we're the ones that got it. It's a pretty awesome story, right? Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was thinking.
Her music was always crap anyway.
I want to get a hold. I'm going to go ahead and go, and I want to get a hold of Proxy and ask him to maybe look into hack their phone records.
Ask him.
Proxy, can you hack their phone records? Somebody called with the tip.
I can try.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. In the future, great. So, you want to roll hack? Well, first you need to figure out who you're hacking, and you're not there, so you can't do it through augmented reality because you don't. If you're going to do it, you're going to have to go into virtual.
Ooh.
Okay.
Unless you want to drive to the station or whatever.
I'll go into virtual.
Okay, so go into virtual. Give me a
Knowledge programming.
Yeah, do a knowledge programming to see if you can find what you're looking for, and then you're going to have to hack into it after that.
11.
Well, that'll work.
Okay, so you find the host that houses their call records and information and all that. Give me your hacking roll.
6.
Is a success.
Yes.
Well, because your goal was 6. So, you managed to find a Condor's on it. TPK tonight. So you managed to find a file that is on their server that is their records. You haven't been able to open it or anything, but you found it. Give me a notice roll.
Zero.
Okay, so now you need to copy this file, download it or copy it or something.
Yeah, just
So you're going to have to do some kind of editing to it. That'll be your knowledge programming again.
I'll just pull it off and putting it in the special hard drive I have that's embedded in
Okay.
my body.
Knowledge programming.
11.
Okay, you have it. You managed to download the file. You are still in the server though. Give me another notice roll real quick.
One. I have
Okay.
good notice.
I know this. So while he is
No.
I
Not
think
right now.
security
He
might be
just
closing
ignored the
in on
big
you.
flashing red light.
Yeah, I think security might be closing in on you.
yeah, while he is hacking into this, you guys all get a message on your taps, and it's Hank. Hey, I got a job for you. Can you come to the bar? They're already here waiting on you.
Sure.
They asked specifically for you.
So I'm just like passed out in the middle of the bar, and they're like sitting there.
You're already there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you're in virtual like this. Yeah, you don't even know that they came in yet. Logan,
We made money last
what's your firewall, Logan?
8.
8? Yeah, kinda, Condor.
Didn't we get the drugs and the money last time?
The drugs.
Yeah, we have drugs and money. And what's that one dude's name?
Mouse? Was it Mouse?
No,
So he
the
died.
dude that we just pulled out of traffic.
Logan, what was your
Oh, yeah,
firewall? 8?
8, yeah.
Yeah, he's part of my entourage now. I decided to keep him like a little pet.
Did we just like let him sit out there in his truck?
No, I sent him on.
Do you have
Okay.
do you have anything that increases your neural toughness?
Yeah, I have an 8 neural toughness. I have a +3 to my 5.
Okay. So. Oh. Well, that's good. So, that's 11. So that's a success. So, Logan, you something just hits you neurally through the net, and it sends these shock through you, like you feel like electric pulses through your brain, and like you're shaken now. So something is okay. So you want to spend a penny to
Become unshaken.
become unshaken. What would you like to do?
I've already got the file downloaded.
You already got the file.
I'm pulling out of virtual reality.
Okay, so you're gonna jack out. And,
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. One penny down.
Still 0 party damage.
You got shaken. Hey, don't worry. It's just
Well,
starting.
he's gonna have one of these dudes walk over and punch you in the nose.
It's just starting.
Just to do it and get pointed down.
So you wake up out of your virtual slumber, and you see
Are they sitting at the
Hank
same
is
table?
Hank
too?
is right above you. Like, hey man, you okay? He said that looked pretty bad.
Just getting some information. It's all right.
You got visitors here. Where's the rest of your team at? Can you get them here pretty quick?
Did you contact them?
Check your messages. I sent you a message. I sent everybody a message.
I wasn't paying attention.
Obviously,
they're probably on
obviously,
their
it
way.
looked like you were deep into something there.
They're
Just
probably on their way.
don't pee yourself in my booth, man.
I sent Hank an OMW.
And you send. Dun dun dun. All right, so Miss Johnson is sitting in the booth waiting on you. And you guys are probably a few minutes out. Do you want to approach her, or you want to wait?
I'll go ahead and approach her.
Okay. So you go up, and the guys kind of like get in your way, and then like she's like, it's okay. I know this gentleman, and she says, please have a seat. And like a couple seconds after you sit down, like almost you slide in, and like there's a server right behind you, and they come and they set a drink down, and like you see her like look at the drink, and she kind of just like pushes it to the side, like she looked at it like, and then pushes it off to the side, like she already knew she wasn't gonna like whatever it was.
What was it?
it was like wine, but like just from the look, you can tell she's like kind of a snob about it, and just like
Not a box wine.
I like
right. Yeah, she's not a Hank wine kind of girl.
Proxley slowly slides his hand over and grabs it and like puts it in front of him.
She's just like, what? She doesn't even care. So, she says, "Are you the only one showing up tonight? Where's the rest of your crew?"
From what I
I'm on my way.
understand, the others should be here soon. I didn't want to keep you waiting though.
Well, I do appreciate your promptness.
You just
We don't know
As
because
far
he
as
was.
I
he
know.
was
Okay.
in Brooklyn.
He
I'm
was
sure that's what
he
the
was
notice
like,
was before.
getting
drool.
yeah. She offers you a napkin. Would you like to take care of that? You look like you've had a rough day.
I'm fine.
She says, "You go ahead and drink your drink. We'll wait on the others." And then she just sits back and literally just sits there and doesn't converse with you at all. It's kind of, you're like, you're maybe twiddling your thumbs. You're like feeling kind of awkward. You're like, what in the hell?
So, how about them Lakers?
I have a house on the lake.
You fish there?
No.
Neither do I.
No, I just go to get away. So,
All right.
one by one, you guys come in, and you guys, as you come in, you see Proxy over there sitting with Miss Johnson, who you guys all recognize and have talked with before.
How many other people are with her that we noticed?
2 bodyguards.
You mean everyone except for Bats sees this?
Yes.
Now,
He can, by scent, he knows probably
I'm
that
not totally blind. I can
Miss
see shapes.
Johnson is.
There's a blob there and a blob there. I can see.
Yeah, he knows there's 2 big blobs outside of her booth. So, how do you guys approach?
Cautiously.
First, I'm going to peel off my 20 layers of disguise, my hat, my moo and a burqa, and everything else I got on.
She's like, "Oh, it's Cat." So, well, as in, who the booth isn't going to fit you all, but you can crowd around, I guess, to discuss things. But she definitely doesn't get up or offer seating beside of her. So she's kind of snooty, a little rude about that and that kind of thing, but she doesn't let anybody sit on her side. She's just
That doesn't seem out of the ordinary for her, does it? Like from what we saw before.
no.
So she probably doesn't want us next to her.
Yeah, no, she,
I'm gonna sit in the booth
Attraction
behind him.
and that's fine. Like she's like, you'll be able to hear.
I'll sit down across.
On
Sit
the
with Jenna.
inside.
He's already there.
Yeah, I'll sit with Jenna.
Okay.
Slide in with those beds.
I'll stand.
I'm getting a drink too.
Yeah, sure. The server brings you some stuff if you need anything. Hank sends her over. You know, he's a good guy. He appreciates you saving his life. Still is not happy about some of the neon. You see him. He's like
Move
up.
on, move on.
She's the server's giving you drinks. She's like, see Hank over there installing new lights and like polishing them, getting them good. He's like getting ready for it to open for the night. You know, like get the big crowd in. But Miss Johnson is. I want to thank you all for seeing me. You guys did a big service to me by getting back one of my better employees. You'll be happy to know he is on a road to recovery, and will be back to work soon. He's excited to be back to work and not have to deal with such problems that he's been having. And you know, so he's very happy where he's at, and that's thanks to you. He personally wanted me to tell you thank you from him. He really appreciates it. Now, to business. He was made available to these people along with some of our other information through, I guess the word for it would be a mole. We have a leak somewhere in our company that we cannot track down. They've been very careful and not done any of the dealings through our network or anything. It's all been off-site, and we're not sure how they're doing it or who is doing it. So I would like for you to take this task of finding who is putting out this information and who helped get my scientist kidnapped. I will reward you handsomely. The sum of 10,000 credits sound good? That's in total, not for each. That's 10,000
Oh, no.
total.
Oh.
No, that's quite cheap.
That's quite cheap. You cheap bitch.
Considering the fine caliber of work we've done for you in the past. Speed, efficiency.
Would you like to negotiate with her then?
Even had a
Yes,
doctor on hand.
That's right.
Yep.
Sure, I can
Accidentally
negotiate.
shooting a
I just raised my
bystander.
persuasion, so.
Yes, a little bit of persuasion, please.
Alright.
I think that was the best part.
Oh.
I think persuasion is plus my charisma, right?
Yes, yes it
I
is.
don't need to.
So I just add it on to the roll, right?
Yeah, so you roll and add your charisma to it.
We, he doesn't need the
That
lead,
is an
and we can
8.
do this job. We don't need to actively move
8.
from our spots to do
What was
this
my
job.
goal?
So, I need your help, and we can do this job right now where we stand.
So,
What do you need from
oh
me?
It's
my
one of
gosh,
those-
so okay.
Site where we found that we were doing the transfer.
Okay.
we'll
That's
take
it.
that with
That's
a
the answer.
raise.
Ah, nice.
She says, okay,
Probably just Google.
Right.
Just
how much?
talking money here.
How about 15,000
Per person?
total? 15,000.
Well, that's better. It's 3,000.
I'm
I got this up
talking.
another
I'm in a
thousand.
private conversation with Proxy.
Well,
at the
pay
moment.
attention. We're talking money, and you're involved. This is what you get paid too. You don't get
How
snarky
about-
with me, bat boy.
Don't piss off a pop star
This
And a half
3,000.
tiger.
How
want
about-
that?
and a half
Fine with
tiger.
me.
How about 25,000? That'd be 5,000.
Everything should sound sketchy to them.
We're
We
down
don't know
to-
what we're getting
down to
into, though.
Ninja is one of our
Yeah.
problems.
We're down a ninja.
What she said.
Okay.
15 to 20
So
10 to 15.
or 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's
So-
go from 30 to 25.
Bill's chiming in. Are you going to use your
Well,
persuasion?
while
Okay.
You don't have persuasion.
they're
do you?
talking about that, I'm going to start looking up who owned the
You don't have
construction site that they were doing the transfer at.
Where they had. the
Oh,
kidnapping.
okay. Yeah, Logan, do a little search
I
there.
got it for 15.
You know the address of where it was?
Knowledge programming. Or
This shouldn't be too hard. Just do a streetwise or a notice roll or investigation. You have any of those?
I have streetwise.
How
If
do
you
you
need
not have
streetwise.
He has
It's
streetwise.
I
something
have
can do.
streetwise, but I can't. I mean, I should.
I'll let you do your knowledge programming.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no shit.
We do
9.
need some more ammo.
9. Yeah, this isn't a hard one to find, Logan. This is a or proxy. I gotta do this. Okay, so here it is.
Oh, the scientist.
It's right on top. I had it right on top. This is from last time. I even had this prepared if you guys searched it last time, but nobody searched it.
Just killed everybody. We didn't need to.
Yeah, F it. Pyramid Developers.
Pyramid developers.
Pyramid Developers. It's a company owned by the Oginawa family, and they're a family that you probably would know here in Vegas. This is the family in the 2090s in Vegas, and the the lady that runs this family, it's almost a mob boss situation. You know how old Vegas used to be ran by the mob?
25,000.
It's kind of like that again.
We're gonna get back.
And this company is owned by this family, and no, sorry, the company that was the family that owns this was taken over, or was knocked off by the family that runs Vegas now. Okay, so Pyramid Developers is kind of in limbo.
All right.
So let me tell you. So the family that owned Pyramid Developers got taken out by a bigger mob family,
Okay.
That's
and
the Okinawa.
Okinawa is the ones that got taken out.
Oh,
Oh,
The Valentini are the ones that are running the show now.
okay. Now I want to.
Sabrina Valentini is the name you all know as the head lady, and if shit's going down in Vegas,
she's involved.
she at least knows about it. If she doesn't, she's coming to look for you because you're on her turf.
I wonder if that's who set you up.
I want to ask her, do you know of any workers in your company that could be related to Valentini? Or at
Related to Valentini?
at least affiliated
He's
with
got the
them?
info on who called, so hopefully we can find out.
No. We do background checks on all of our workers, and I know who the Valentinis are. Who doesn't know who the Valentinis are?
Are we trying to find the mole or the person that kidnapped?
We're trying to find the mole. No, she wants us to find the mole.
Cool.
I'm
Okay.
still trying to negotiate money.
Yeah, we got a whole lot of stuff going on. So
Keep distracted.
the Valentinis could possibly get onto our payroll, and we do background checks, but they do have ways around that. We like to think our guys are pretty good, but we do know that their guys are pretty good as well. So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
What I know if the Valentinis came into my clinic or have done business with me, since they're like a mob family, sure they've gotten her.
Not necessarily the name Valentini, but it's such a big organization that you've probably come across somebody and not even known it. Because not everybody that works for the Valentini family is a Valentini.
Right.
Have
Well, they wouldn't
Fight.
send cousin Noonie,
Right.
have I saw them in the casino when I've been working?
They own multiple casinos, so
okay.
probably.
All right.
So probably, yeah.
I'm gonna try to persuade her to go a little higher on the money. Surely you can do a little better than 15,000.
Well, already you guys seem to be on the right path. Let's see what your persuasion is.
8.
8 again?
Oh, you want me to roll again?
Yeah. Give me another
You
persuasion.
didn't tell me to roll yet.
Sorry.
It's a 5 this time. Or no, wait, I didn't take that one.
Did you add your
so it's a
charisma to
9.
it?
With my charisma, it's a 9.
Yeah. That's a success. She says, okay, final offer here. You guys look like you're on the right path. How's 20,000 sound?
We'll take
I
it.
don't either.
No. Sold.
I was already
20
sold.
20's way better than
I
10
think
though,
it's a
so I'm not
conspiracy.
going to complain. Yeah.
Someone's bound to get hurt.
Could I go to your company by chance and look in your systems to see if I can find anything at all?
Yes.
Part of this is discretion. I can't authorize that. We have our own people that have been monitoring on site, and there has been no activity that has been troublesome, and our guys are quite well. But that brings me to my next point of the mission and what secures your large payout. You guys did an excellent job at finding my scientist and saving Hank's life. But you guys are a little crazy. You tend to make a lot of noise, and we need this done quietly and efficiently. I need you
Oh, they're very discreet.
to be very discreet indeed. And if you find this mole, I want him. Just send me a message and I'll tell you where to meet me.
Do
If-
you want him breathing?
Yes.
In peace?
I need
I
him.
prefer him breathing too.
I need him coherent. He needs to answer questions, so any damage shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I understand that sometimes a little bit of pressure needs to be applied. Just make sure he can answer my questions.
So speaking.
So he doesn't need
So
evidence.
at
It
this
just needs to be
point,
understood.
Absolutely not, but I don't need to know about that either.
at this point,
What about
War
Mouse?
Ensemble comes back on.
Yeah, he was looking for the guy that.
No.
Yeah.
Mrs. Johnson is going to be like, okay, I'm
The
out.
guy that we were going with.
Never
She's like,
mind.
if you
I
can
wonder
do
if he
this
knows anything.
properly and not bring the attention of any official, no police, don't
Believe me, I don't want to see police.
don't let on that the to the group that the mole works for, that we don't want our name attached to what you do. Remember the old show Mission Impossible, or the 007 thing. If you're caught, we know nothing.
Could we get one of our team employed at your company?
In the name of discretion.
I'll see what I can do. Who would you like employed there?
With dyed black.
I was gonna say with this face and
Dye
walking at the
your
moment.
fur black.
Do you need a
God,
dog?
Or dye your fur a different
I-
color.
Do you know
I
how
do-
difficult a full body dye job is?
You know how many
Listen, do you need
boxes
a
that
Is he paying for that?
I
Yeah,
do.
paying for it.
Because she ain't gonna do no box
That's right.
dye.
I will go to the salon. If we're doing a full body dye, it's being done right. Are you putting the bill for the salon?
Proxy, can you look up
This has
Mouse?
to come out later.
Mouse.
I do watch the news and I see that you're in a bit of a predicament, and I do want some discretion. So if you could just refrain on your other activities while you're doing this job, that would be fantastic.
That will be no problem.
Listen,
One
do you
of
need a
these-
doctor?
Because we might want the hacker. in there,
No,
actually.
we don't
But I
quite
think
do
your
that.
persuasion would be the way to go. Maybe both of you should be.
Give him
hired.
benefits.
We work on the other side.
On-site nurse.
Yeah.
M3
That's like
is
you have
weapons
persuasion.
manufacturing and
All
stuff.
right,
What
we're
if
not
somebody
sure.
shoots
We're not
themselves?
sure who we're sending you to get hired yet. So, but we're gonna send one of these three.
Okay, well, let me know when you
Absolutely.
are ready. I think that
We have to see what we find out first.
you have all the information you need from me.
Do you have any leads of the hacker or of the mole, or any specific information the mole transferred that you're aware of?
Other than the scientist, there were some records taken of that we thought were already destroyed, deleted, for some unconventional weapons. And it was an abandoned project. It never went anywhere.
What was special about the unconventional weapon?
I can't really reveal that to you. It is not pertinent to the part that it matters most is that you know that they are stealing secrets to some very dangerous, we'll call it biological weapons.
Who's in charge of deleting those files?
Well, we have a whole department for that, and believe me, we were on that.
Biological weapon.
Yes. Seems the blind guy as the accuracy and quality control specialist.
Hey, the biological weapon sounds like something you could use a doctor for, just saying.
Someone said it's the T virus.
We're gonna need your help after somebody shoots it at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've got enough information to start our investigation.
Excellent. I hope to hear from you soon. Remember, discretion is the key here. And if anything happens, you're caught or anything, remember, M3 knows nothing about you. Contact me when you have the mole. And she kind of slides out of the booth, and kind of has this little wince on her face, like she doesn't want to really touch it, and she didn't really enjoy sitting there. And she's out, and her bodyguards escort her.
As she's sliding out of the booth, I say, "Ma'am, I can assure you it's clean."
She shoots you this look like, fools.
How can you assure her it's clean?
It's Hank. He keeps everything
I was hoping
clean.
that she
He
would do
does.
something about what was going on with me, but she didn't. So
At least that she let on.
I think you should dye all your fur.
I need to get. We'll get back to my fur in a minute. Relax, bad boy. I need to
Just
contact my. I'm gonna hang you up by your ears.
You can have one big long mohawk down your back. She's a tiger, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. I need to contact my former publicist / dirt digger. I can't remember what I called her now. What's her name?
Let's
Oh, I
see.
can't remember either, and you just said
That's
it.
your
I think
enemies.
it's Wilma May. I think it's her name.
Publicist / dirt digger.
So
Is it Wilma May?
That would be Wilma Mae Bledsoe.
Yeah, that's her.
is she already gone? And her
I
people are
need
gone.
to.
Yeah, her people are gone.
I need to contact Wilma.
Okay.
And see if
Shoot a
she's
trap
heard
around their
anything,
car
because
real
she can find out stuff that nobody
Okay,
else
sure.
can find out.
What's her personality like?
She is kind of like,
find
she
the
looks like
first
everybody's
teenager.
sweet.
I know I read through it,
wonderful
but
little grandma, but she
Say that
is a
about-
ball
They do
buster.
it.
Okay.
She does not tolerate people messing with her friends and family.
She's our grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Is it wrong?
She is tough as nails, and she has a way of getting information out of people, whether with her appearance of the sweet little
Okay,
grandma or
yeah.
with her attitudes.
I should.
Okay.
So I need to get a hold of her and have her put her ear to the ground, see if she
can.
can find out for me where this is coming behind this. Give me somewhere to start from.
Okay, so she answers. She's like, "Oh, dearie, what have you got yourself into?
It was not me. I did not do it. Somebody is setting me up.
I never believed it, but it's hard not to when you see it with your own eyes."
I know. Well, but how do you think I felt when I was watching it live on TV and I wasn't there?
Shaking in your fur. I know it. I know it. I don't know where to even start. I got a couple people. I'll call around and I'll see what we can find out. Don't you worry about it. Don't get caught.
I won't. Trust me, I won't. I just need somewhere to start. Give me something, anything to go on.
You lay low. I'll get back to you as quick as I can.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Wilma.
I want to find Mouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jenna had
see
a
if-
great idea.
I
to see
forgot
if he
about
knows
Mouse.
anything.
Well, because Mouse was supplying the drugs to the scientists, so he had to know something.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Unless
Mouse.
he was just kind of the low man on the totem pole,
No,
and they just called
you
him up
still
and like, here.
hear stuff.
Yeah, he's a drug dealer.
I mean, even there's always a little bit of truth to a rumor.
All right, so if you want to find Mouse, give me your streetwise.
If you can't find him, I can.
I've got a good street. Well,
Streetwise is you out there asking questions, knowing who to contact for specifically things like this.
You should have told him I was talking to Wilma. She probably could've-
I have no streetwise.
Let me go look
Listen.
up.
That wasn't even a good grandma. I probably should have hammed it up a bit. I'll work harder at it. Maybe I get a wig and we can have my own channel.
Oh my gosh,
But I don't
please.
get
If you don't, well, if you don't make it,
Please
I'll
do
try.
it.
No, Streetwise.
Oh,
actually-
Marcus' grandma channel.
So it's cool.
Streetwise.
No.
I got a 6.
I was breaking the fourth wall. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I got a 6.
A 6 is a success.
All right.
So
Oh,
there is an organic
Organic.
life form. Oh, I mean, it's Titus.
Like, he's
Oh,
going
look,
straight
he's
to the camera,
posing.
like, oh, look at me.
Hey, buddy.
He said, "Thank you for coming to my channel."
So, I guess the game is you got to chug the whole time Titus is on screen. So go for it.
This is going to be a while.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Oh, he's going to lay down.
Oh, you guys in the chat room are screwed. All right, so Titus, I just cleaned off that freaking velvet or felt or whatever's on that table.
You want me to remove him?
He doesn't
Yes, please remove the cat. Don't worry.
Into the Titus sighting.
Don't worry, he'll be back. So
He's just going to post from
you're poking around and you call somebody maybe and they're like, Mouse. Oh, that scrawny little squirrely wannabe drug dealer.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, man. If you go down to the corner of 42nd and Broadway, you'll probably find him.
Let's go find him. We get my well, whoever. Anybody want to get my car?
No.
Hey,
I'd
Jenna,
rather walk.
hey Jenna, can I put my mobile trauma kit in your car?
Yes.
Thank you. You're
I
not
just
an
have a
ambulance.
tiny car.
Her
I will
tiny car is
follow
not an
her.
ambulance.
Tiny car.
In my taxi.
Okay. Give what is it? Your notice roll that you need to roll to
trying to drive
to
again.
get to do your
me to drive.
echolocation.
You want me to drive?
No.
No, he insists not.
Wow. Yeah.
This
I'd be
is what
scared.
makes the team great. You let a blind guy drive.
Well, there's
I got a
nothing we
10.
can do about it.
Okay, so that's
I don't wreck.
a success.
That's all I'm going
Well,
for.
that's your notice roll though, right?
Yes.
That's for your echolocation. So that takes you from a -6 to a -2 on your driving roll.
I don't have a driver, so
Oh my gosh. You don't have driving?
no, on purpose. I don't expect to drive around.
So
town
that's
blind.
a
Then you bought a
default.
car.
I know.
Yeah,
And you drive all
I
the time.
refuse to not drive.
our next shirt idea for the merch store will be a Bats taxi service shirt. Logan's already got the
I get the
idea.
highest possible. Oh wait, I gotta keep going.
So you're at a -4 because you don't have the skill.
I thought it was a 2.
You said
Yeah, but he doesn't have the skill. That's a -2, and then he has a -2 for being blind.
So, what'd you
So-
get,
I got a
0?
6
So you got a 2?
total. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Listen, do you have a clone? And if
You
so,
don't get
is
out
it
of the
a
parking
copyright?
lot. You hit the neon disco. You hit the sign out by the road.
Oh man, I hit a
did you do?
neon sign.
You hit the sign for the bar. It says
Oh, Hank's
it's like
gonna be
a big old pole and up at the top in neon disco. And it's
Well, then I
Not
just keep
the neon.
driving. I keep driving.
Nobody
It's
saw
just
me.
a sign.
Or I
who
didn't
is
see
riding with
anybody.
him?
I didn't see anybody.
I didn't see
Of course
anybody
you
yet.
are.
Can I, after that, like, as soon as
Yeah.
he hits it, I'm
Would you
gonna
like to
jack
know
right
to
into
drive?
it and be like, I'm driving.
All right, fine.
Okay.
You know, I
But you can
actually-
drive.
You know,
He
I
doesn't
actually
have
have a
driving.
driving skill.
You can
right?
drive from the passenger seat, though, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, I don't have a
But he doesn't have
-4
a
to my
driving
rolls.
skill
That's
either.
true.
What's your driving skill?
My driving skill is 6.
All right, fine, you drive.
Because
So
I
you
can't
hit
drive.
the pole and we
I
just
can't
get out
drive.
and
I
get in
can't
her
drive my
car.
stuff anyway because I'm too.
Normally,
distracted.
you only need the driving skill when you're in like high-speed chases or something crazy's going on. You got to do some
You're not
maneuvers.
even letting me out of the parking lot. I clicked.
You're blind.
I heard the sign.
I heard the sound.
I heard the sign 2 seconds before I hit it,
Okay, so
And then
since
you really heard the sign.
so you clipped it really good.
If I took it down, Hank's gonna be so.
The lights went out on it.
Oh, Hank's gonna be pissed.
so I jack in, and since you don't need the driving roll, I jack in and I'm gonna drive the taxi off,
Okay.
making
I am
him think
unfortunately
he's
in the
driving.
taxi because I need to hide.
At least Proxy's driving now.
Yeah.
It looks like Bats is driving, but
Let's
Proxy's
just say my tail. didn't
Proxy's
do
hacked
anything
into the
like this.
taxi and
I now have a serious.
okay. So what's the
tail.
destination? Where's everybody
Well,
going?
We're supposed to go find
Mouse.
Mouse.
To the corner. Find
We're all
mouse.
going to find Mouse.
42nd and Broadway.
Yeah, that corner. Whatever you said.
Jenna, are you driving in your car?
I took it
Yep.
from a Rancid
I'm with
song.
Jenna in her car. She has
Smart.
my mobile trauma.
Okay, so you're
Mobile
taking two
trauma.
cars.
In my little
As you
tiny-
approach this corner,
Jenna has
it's
like a little tin can smart car.
it sounds like it should be a nice place, 42nd and Broadway, right? But it's in a scummier section of town. and you guys, there's not a lot of traffic out. There's some traffic flow, but it's definitely, you've probably seen it on Cops or something like that. You know, you just pull up to the curb, the guy comes to your window, hands you the drugs, and you hand him the money and you drive away. You know, you don't even have to know this guy. He'll sell to basically anybody. That's why they get busted all the time on Cops.
I load my dart gun with a paralysis dart.
Okay, so
Oh.
okay, well, so
You love that dart gun.
I love that dart gun.
yeah, that's good stuff. So are you going to pull up to the curb, or are you going to do just a slow creep drive by and shoot him, or how do you want to pull this off?
Proxy's driving.
Are you actually going to shoot him, or are you just going to threaten him?
No, I'm just holding.
Can I
Just
make
in
a
case.
suggestion?
Okay,
It's just in case.
Can I make a suggestion?
I have to pick which one I'm loading it with. I just
If
pick
you
which one I'm
pull
loading
up
it
and let me pretend to buy the stuff, I'll pull his ass in the car and we'll talk to him. Later.
with. I'm just doing this for back.
Yeah, let's
I'm strong
kidnap
enough to
him.
pull him through the window.
I'm just a bad
So-
driver.
I pull up
There you
next
are.
to him.
Okay, so we're going with Bats' plan and not Cat's plan.
Well, I thought we were going to go with her plan.
Oh, she's in the same car. Okay,
I have to hide. I
okay,
can't
okay.
drive my stuff. It's too recognizable. In
okay.
the back of the taxi.
In the back of the taxi, gotcha. Okay, so you pull up.
Claws in the seat.
Yeah, like this.
He's like, roll your window down. You know, you roll your window down. He's like, hey, yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
Is it mouse?
It's Mouse.
Okay.
It's Mouse. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
He's kind of looking at you guys like there's this vague remembrance there, but it's so burnt that like he can't place it. He's like, I saw you guys before. You're cool. You're cool,
Yeah,
right?
mouse, we're
Right? You're cool.
We're cool, mouse.
Is-
Yeah. Okay. What do you
Grab
want?
him around
What do
the
you want?
neck And pull him in the car.
Okay. Give me I want to say strength, but there might be a
There's also agility, which is used for fighting in this one.
Well, this is the pull him in the car. Yeah, let's just give me a straight strength roll,
Okay.
which is going to be versus
6 and 6.
his strength, which is he's a scrawny. His name's Mouse, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, and he does a lot of drugs, so I assume he's not going to be that strong.
Yeah, he's definitely not in the best of shape.
That sucks. I got a 3.
You got a 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it good enough on what I rolled.
Okay.
Because yeah, he failed miserably, and you're like hauling him in. I mean, like it's nothing. He's kicking a little bit. Get off me, you furry bitch! You know, he's like my boss is gonna kill you. He's like, he'll fucking hang you up. He's like, get off me, and like you just like shove him down in the floorboard. It's like yeah, whatever,
I'm
dude.
just gonna
take
put the
off.
claws a little in his neck and hold him down.
And he shuts up pretty quick.
I take off like nothing
I
happened.
thought you were
roll up the
cool. I
windows.
thought you were cool.
Do you guys want to take him back to Hank's bar and interrogate him?
Let's take him to her motel room.
Let's go fuck up Hank's bar.
Again.
Yeah, I'm not allowed
Again.
back in Hank's
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
Yeah, nobody cares what happens where I'm staying right now, so let's
Yeah, let's let Hank cool down after the sign incident.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
That was a hit and run too.
Yeah.
She didn't stick around to file a report.
Yeah.
Did you like tape an IOU to it that's all messed up writing because you can't see what you're writing?
No, he just left.
Yeah, he just left.
We don't have time for this.
I don't know who hit the sign. It was this weird armored taxi with all these weird paint scrapings down the side.
You know Hank's like bats.
Worst taxi service ever.
And you know this isn't the first
Say
time.
Matt's taxi.
You know this
It
is not
really
the
should.
first time.
He can't read it.
Oh, that's right.
Does it just
That's what I paid to get a paint on there.
does it permanently just have the off-duty light like lit up?
Yeah.
Off-duty.
I have no intention of picking up a passenger. Problem.
People are on the sidewalk.
picked him
People are on the sidewalk. They're like taxi, and you like swerve, but you don't even know you're there.
You know.
You're just swerving because that's what happens. They're like, oh, they're gonna stop. Oh shit, they almost hit me.
I just try to hit him.
Speed bump.
Taking them
I
out.
don't even know they're there.
Echolocation.
He's like, why
All right,
is
so
there speed bump?
where are you? Where are you taking him?
We're going back to my dive hotel and staying in because nobody cares what happens there.
Nobody cares that. There's probably you probably hear gunshots on the regular down there. So okay, so you're at the hotel and you got Mouse.
Oh.
We're gonna sit Mouse in a chair and tie
Laughing
him
too
to
hard.
it so his little scrawny butt doesn't run away.
Okay, yes, because he is definitely a runner, not a fighter.
Uh-huh.
Look,
He is
look,
tied.
look! I thought you guys were cool. I've sold to you before. What's the deal? Why are you tying me this chair? Look,
kind
man,
of
this
drugs
isn't
did
going to
you get?
end well for you.
Black something.
It was black.
What kind of drugs did you
Yeah.
get a case of?
Yep. Hang on, I got. He is Black Mist.
Black mist.
Black Mist.
Okay.
Do you need to know more about Black Mist?
No.
Yeah.
Just a little
Well,
refresher.
just a mouse if we're gonna like OD mouse on it or whatever.
I take my
Yeah.
gun out and I hand it.
Because I have drug patches.
I hand you my gun. I hand you my gun from
Okay.
behind the seat so you have more control over it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sure.
Well, I have claws. They're in his neck.
Oh
He's
my
not
gosh.
doing anything, trust me. I actually inserted them slightly into his neck.
Oh, we
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's. You tie him in the chair, and there's like claw, like puncture wounds
Yeah.
where
Do you have a
he's
license?
bleeding down his. He's bleeding down his neck.
What are your license for?
Still cursing you like.
No,
Oh,
he does
you-
not, Condor.
You know, he still hasn't figured out who you are. Because, you know, last time he saw you, he's probably all jacked up
Right,
on
yeah.
whatever.
Give the cop 100
who
times,
knows,
let's
so-
go.
Black Mist is a drug that actually gives you a plus to your smarts.
Maybe we should
So
give it some.
any smarts based skill, it adds to them while you're high. But it also gives you negatives to any notice, like for smell, sight, and things like that. So Bats definitely doesn't want to take it, and it also hurts your spirit rolls for your addiction. So if you become addicted and you don't have it, your spirit goes down.
That's for me.
So you can see why they were feeding it to the scientists. They were increasing his smarts. They didn't care about the rest of it.
So we need to trace this back.
You got darts, right?
Yep.
Well,
Needles.
if you guys
I do.
mentioned
I doubt he has a license, Condor.
the whole
We just
time
discussed that. He does not.
Yeah.
The whole time Mouse has been mouthing off, he's talking about his boss. He's talking about his boss. So if Mouse doesn't have our information, his boss probably
Right.
does.
Well, he's definitely below middle management. He's the guy standing on the corner handing
You
shit
know,
out.
he's gonna take us to work.
So is there multiple bosses through that then? I'm guessing.
Well, what if we
Well, you
gave
know,
him some?
there's going to be the street level dealer. There's
To get
going to be
some
who he
information
gets
for
it
us.
off of, and then there's going to be the big guy that he gets it off of, and then there's always the cartel. So I mean,
Well, we don't need to go
And
to
then the
cartel.
mob.
We need to go to Vegas level.
Well, why don't we start with asking Mouse who told him to meet the scientist to supply him?
Good call. Good call. Good call.
Because he stands on the corner. Somebody sent him to meet him.
Who sent you?
So we're gonna ask Mouse who sent him to.
fuck you. I ain't telling you nothing.
I point my gun right in his face.
Gosh, I wish I
Intimidate,
wasn't so
Logan.
passive.
Not good at this, by the way.
That sounded like a very passive thing for you to say.
0.
It didn't, did it?
Zero.
0.
How do you roll a
Hateful.
zero?
Because I don't have intimidation, so I have a -2, and I rolled a 2 on both
I'll
of them.
intimidate him.
Even I beat a zero.
Bite in this guy.
Mouse's spirit
Oh,
is
you messed up.
garbage.
Oh, like, where'd it go? It didn't come out.
How are you intimidating him?
5.
With a 5.
I am intimidating him by threatening him with anything that I can think of. I'm sure there's something out there that will make somebody perfectly sober, like with Narcan. Tell him I'm going to stab him with Narcan and keep him tied down
Well,
for 6 months.
I have drug patches. If
There you go.
Make him sober.
What'd you roll?
That's 5.
That's a success, and you see his eyes go wide. Like, man, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? Come on.
Don't make me be sober.
Yeah.
He's like that'll kill me.
No. I'll make sure that
Pull out
doesn't
the-
happen.
Pull out the paralyzed dart.
It's not even Narcan. It's
No,
not,
it's
this will fucking kill you, but he's like, man, he's like that. He's like that's torture. He's like, isn't that in the Geneva Convention?
I don't know, but it works.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you stop cussing us out and answer our questions? We won't have
What
to
do you want to know? What? Who? What?
move this along. Someone likes torture a little too much.
Yeah, Bats
Can I still hit him with it?
No.
Bats is hit crazy.
I'm kind of just waiting for him to get her so
You
that
don't
I
have
can
really good
just
hearing,
jump
right?
in and do something.
So,
You're not as good as yours, but
I like your emojis.
I'm gonna read his mind.
ask your questions, man. Ask your questions.
Somebody
You
ask me
haven't,
questions. I'm just.
I'm gonna hold
you
on.
haven't
Hold
even
on.
asked
Wait,
me a
wait.
question. You just said you were going to hurt me.
Can't do that.
He's already forgot you asked
do
him
we-
a question.
Do we need to ask any questions?
Yes.
Or can we just hurt him?
Yes.
I can
No.
read.
No,
I
ask
can
the
read his
questions,
mind.
man.
Let me
Hey,
read his
hey,
mind while you guys
hey,
ask him questions.
so
Can you loosen these ropes up a little bit?
no.
Shut up.
All right, Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to focus here. Do you remember the scientist? Don't make me give you something.
I'm gonna read his mind while she's asking him
I'm gonna hit him with
questions.
it.
Oh shit! All right.
Do you remember the scientist that you were taking drugs to? How long
shit.
ago was that?
2 weeks
Couple
ago?
weeks?
Week ago?
About a week
I gave
ago.
drugs to a scientist.
You give him black beauty?
Black mist.
Black
Black
mist.
Mist, Black Beauty.
Black.
Oh man.
You have the memory of a goldfish.
I only got a 4, by the way.
Too much black mist.
That's
paid
probably
for his
enough.
memory,
Hang on.
paid for his
We'll
looks.
deal with yours in just a second. Oops, that's the wrong card. Scientist.
In your own eyes, you are.
He says,
You
Did,
that badge on
he-
your eyes, right?
he liked some weird ass bar, didn't he?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is it,
You remember
is
that
it
place
like
with all the
just
neon?
blackout
Remember all the
glasses?
neon in the 80s
Oh
music?
yeah.
Blind
Uh-huh,
people
on
glasses?
loop.
Yeah, that place is all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you remember the scientist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I ain't heard from him. He died.
no. He's
wants
good,
more.
He's good.
You might.
You're doing this just to get him more? I would have sold it to you.
You two are not helping. Shut up and sit down. Anyway, so focus, Mouse. Focus on me. Pay attention to me.
I got you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Neon.
Bad cop, bad
How
cop.
did you
That's how it
take
always
the
works.
drugs?
I get a call.
Who gave you the call?
His boss.
His boss gave you the call.
Yeah.
Stab him right.
Yeah. Some guy named Edgar.
Edgar. Oh, well, that's gonna be a bad one.
That's usually who I met to give him the stuff was
That was the
Edgar.
other guy.
I thought it was weird that I was getting a message from Edgar to meet the actual scientist. Yeah, it was kind of
So
weird.
Edgar told you every time he got it from you, it was for the scientist, right?
Yeah. He liked to talk. He liked to talk a lot.
Yeah, not so much anymore.
Does he even have a head right now?
I don't think Edgar's gonna talk to us. We took his nose off, didn't we? Somebody took his
You
What were
took
you using,
yours
mind
off
reading?
with your flail.
I was mind reading
looks like
him
Red Skull
as
right now.
she was
Edgar
asking
will
him
talk to me
questions.
because he likes to keep the rest of his
I
body
don't
quiet.
think-
Did we kill Edgar?
I think we gave him to somebody. I think they did.
Yeah, you left him to Hank.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't conscious.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he was conscious, but
I think he was like passing out as we left him to Hank because he is
Hank
without
was-
a nose.
Hank was calling in people. Yeah, you cut his nose off with your
Yeah, thank you.
monofilament whip.
He really
And,
does like
um,
torture.
No chance we
makes
might
him
need
look
to
like
talk to
me,
that
though.
person again. Let's cut his
Oh, was that my
Does
Edgar?
he just have the little spike?
The crime boss.
Ah,
It will now.
shit.
That's who was getting getting the
Listen,
supply from
pulled
Mouse.
up in the ridge.
Oh my gosh, it's versus his smarts.
That should be an easy roll.
So I couldn't roll any worse. What kind of mind reading are you doing?
Just my mind reading.
Like, are you looking for stuff on the surface?
I'm mind reading his mind as she's asking him
As he's-
questions.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
so it is a mess in there.
Of course
It's
it is.
all over the place. You pick out you pick out Edgar, you pick out scientist, Ray, which is the scientist's name, big furry fucking cat. He's like, oh yeah, that neon place is really fucking sweet. That's really sweet. Well, I'm paying attention. And and then he's like, I need to restock on my own personal supply. These guys aren't really buying drugs. He's like, oh fuck, I'm tied up. And then you hear another name. Jones is going to kill me if I don't get him his money. And then you hear him go, "Did you ask me a question?" And that's out loud.
Are you sending me what you're getting from him?
Yeah, I'm sending everyone.
So
one
who's
good.
Jones?
Like, and it's like his face is like, Jones? I don't know Jones.
You don't know Jones?
No.
Are you sure? You
No.
don't
I
know
mean,
Jones?
I'm sure I've met somebody named Jones, Smith, whatever.
Did we get a last name on that Jones by chance?
Unless Jones.
I'm
is the last
still-
name.
She's working on it.
Jones.
Yeah, I'm working on it because I'm reading his mind as he's, and it's for 1 minute. So
It's still all over the place in between him talking. Like, it shuts off when he speaks, and then it kicks back in of just gibberish.
This guy's not good at multitasking.
All right, I'm
He's
gonna
not good at
try some
monotasking.
persuasion.
He's not good at monotasking.
I'm gonna try some. Oh, somebody's there.
offer him. Those were just mine. Offer him some drugs for some answers.
Oh, yeah, you got a shit ton of them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he
Yeah.
has the same stuff though, doesn't he?
He will
He
take
needs
more.
to
yeah.
pay. He's in debt.
Well,
Remember?
another-
So,
be like,
if
this
we
is what
offer
you
him
want,
drugs,
like
we're
a
gonna use
different looking
persuasion
one.
roll for that,
You got a
or
lethal
just
one.
offer him the drugs?
Like this, fortunate.
Add a +2 to your roll if you're offering him drugs.
Okay. Oh, this should
Nice.
Go off the chart then. 3, 6, 4, 6,
Oh.
8.
Oh, what?
With a raise. So that's a success and a raise. He's like,
Would you like a little hit? Give us some
yeah.
information? Would you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you tell me about Jones, and I'll give you some black medicine.
While she's doing
Well,
that,
normally I never touch that stuff, but
I heard it's pretty good.
Jones.
You wouldn't touch your own product?
Wait, it makes him smarter, right? It raises his
Chef will-
smarts.
Chef
Hold
will-
on.
No, we want him to be smarter so he
trying
can get
to,
some
like-
answers.
Some information.
He's trying to resist the negotiation, and he's like, it's an obvious lie. He's like, I never touched that stuff.
Well,
Well,
never mind. I just thought you might. It's okay.
No, wait, hang on. Hang on. I might know how to get a hold of a guy named Jones.
while she's doing that, can I?
Would it be the same
Hack-
guy that you owe money to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how'd you know that? Did Jones send you? You're not going to kill me, are you?
No.
Not
Look, I almost have all of his money.
Okay.
I almost have it all. Just tell him I almost got it all.
Okay. Well, I need to know about Jones. So you just.
Where's he at? So we can go tell him.
While
I'll give him the message.
All right, cool.
while she's doing that, can I hack directly?
You're
into
like,
his
all
tab?
right, fine. What do you want to do?
I want to hack directly into like plug right into his tap, if I can.
You sure you want to go in there?
I don't think you want to go in there.
I just want to look.
Proxy's intelligence.
He doesn't have. He
Yeah.
doesn't have. He doesn't have that kind of implant. He doesn't have the tap. He doesn't have the data jack.
Okay, well, I want to get into his jack
Okay, give me a hacking roll.
or tap.
Firewall's 4, so
9.
Did he say anything in his mind?
so you're through with a raise. So
Yes.
he doesn't even know you're in it.
Okay, and
Probably wouldn't know anyway.
I'm going to go
Probably
into
would.
the contacts. I'm gonna download all his contacts,
Oh man, they are like.
all of them.
Skizzy.
Okay, give me a knowledge programming roll.
The same guy has 6 different phone numbers in there.
9 again.
I know if you could get a burner tap, this guy would have one. 9 again. Okay, you got all of his contacts, and I mean, some of them are like, like it's listed. This phone number is listed as hamburger. Like it's like it's like code names for everything, and he probably don't even remember what it fucking means.
Do I see
Edgar or Jones.
Jones anywhere in there?
Yeah, there is a Jones.
Does it have an address with it?
You should be able to backtrace a phone number.
Yeah.
No, it's
check
just
real quick.
a tap ID
Okay. I can trace
so that
it
he
from
can
there.
send messages.
I say
What probably happens here is he sends Jones a message, "Hey, I got your money," or "Hey, I need to re-up," or whatever, and somebody comes out.
I want to erase that contact now so he can't get a hold of him.
Damn, you're trying to get him killed. Like I couldn't call you. I don't even have your number, Jones. Whatever.
Oh,
Dead.
it's gonna get worse for Mouse before we leave.
Honestly, this poor guy, he's like the lowest
Just
level.
a low-level drug dealer.
And you guys are just effing him up, man. All right, so you got the contacts.
Some issues.
He's like, look, I'll just let me just send him a message and tell him that you're looking for him.
Why don't you tell us where we can find him? And we'll look for him ourselves.
How about you go ahead and
Tell him
send?
we'll
I've
give
never
him
been to
some
his
to
house.
sell,
Have you ever
to make up to
tried
give to Jones,
schism?
and then that way we'll get some information.
Never heard of that.
I have an idea.
Okay, well, when we're done, I got the last thing here. I got something for you, maybe to try, Mouse.
I've never been to Jones's house. I usually send a message and one of his guys come around. I only met Jones a couple of times. You know, he made sure that to let me know who he was and what I was getting myself into, but I can handle it. You know, I'm making it out here. I'm doing good. I do owe him a little bit of money though.
Well, I tell you what, if you tell us where we can find Jones, we'll give you some product to sell. You can make up the
all
money
I
you
can
owe
do.
him.
All I can do is send him a message, and he'll send his guys out to meet me. That's all that happens. He never comes to the meets.
We can get his contact.
Yeah.
We can go find him now.
Yeah, but what if might need to?
If he sells it and gets his money, he'll meet Jones. All we have to do is follow him. We give him some product.
He can't.
I should have taken it out.
We don't want him to tell Jones we're looking for him.
He's not gonna episode after he wants.
There's a reason he'll call Jones. If he doesn't have Jones's money and he calls Jones for any other reason, he's going to set off some.
We're giving him product to sell to get Jones. We can move him. We have a ton of blackness. What are we gonna do with it?
Call.
What do you think, Jenna?
Good call.
Isn't it in your?
Good call, Janet.
Isn't it in
Jenna,
your?
Janet.
No?
Jenna,
What?
Janet, who the fuck ever.
Yeah,
Far right now,
it's all the
probably.
same at this
Probably
point.
just like dispersed everywhere.
It's
'cause
all
you hit-
bashed around my trunk at this point, so.
What?
The
black
black
mist.
mist.
Oh.
You're carrying that around with us?
Oh,
What else we can?
Driving blind, carrying a crate of drugs.
Crate of black mist.
oh my god.
Actually, we never actually figured out where we put it.
Are
I
bats
figured-
genetically stupid or what?
Can't drive, can't think.
What's your smarts?
All right.
So you guys,
I tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do,
It's the
Mouse.
second one.
We're gonna give you some product, and you're gonna go sell it.
oh yeah,
You're gonna get the money you owe Jones, so you can meet him and give it to him.
okay,
You're gonna keep a little for yourself, and then the rest is ours.
yeah,
Sound like a plan?
okay,
I
Yeah.
put Jones's contact back into his book.
okay. All right.
Proxy is
So
really hating us at this
And-
moment.
this seemed like a really shady deal at first, but it seems like it's
Yeah.
working out in my favor.
And you're gonna keep your mouth shut about us, right?
Yeah.
Give him
Yeah,
the
you
life-
guys are on the up and up. Yeah, I think we
give
got
him
a
a little
good
extra
partnership
just to
going on
make
here.
Yeah, we're just businessmen, just looking to get in on the field here.
I hear you. Jones isn't gonna like you stepping on his territory, though.
We're gonna talk to Jones ourselves about that. You just do what you need to do.
All right.
We're probably going
All right,
completely in the
I'm
right
hip. Let's do it.
direction with
Probably.
this. So
Do I? I'm gonna do a little try persuasion again, just to make sure he's gonna keep his mouth shut and not. What's my? Wrong
Yeah,
mouth.
sure. He's
Jones.
his persuasion. Jeez.
Oh, nice.
I'm rolling a different die next
11.
time. This is my 4th straight one.
We like you having that.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
11 on my persuasion.
So that's a
That's a
So
success
you're
and
gonna
a
do what I
raise,
told you, right?
or maybe
so
2 raises.
No, an
Well,
11. and
one was her target.
Oh, one?
Oh yeah, so that's a
10
success and
raises.
2 raises.
10 raises.
No, it was by 4s.
Oh, okay. So 2 raises.
So
No, 11 is 1 raise. 4 or 4.
yeah, because I rolled a 1, so your target was 1. So what are you asking him to do?
Basically exactly what he was just told to do.
Okay,
You're gonna sell the drugs.
Yes,
get
you
the
got
money
it.
to Jones,
You got
keep
it.
Yours, we get the rest. You're gonna let us know when you're meeting Jones, and you're gonna keep your mouth shut about it.
Yeah. I never saw you, crazy tiger
That's
lady.
Right. That's right. Good boy.
I seen you somewhere before.
Us tiger hybrids tend to look the same.
Killed.
If you want to kill him later on, I'm fine with that.
But I want.
Who do I send the message to?
He may still kill him.
Contact when he's gonna meet Jones.
Give him a contact in your head for one of us. Give him put the contact in.
Mouse needs to contact somebody when he's gonna meet Jones.
I put
mine.
I put Bat's contact in there.
And just
Okay, man.
you know how to get a hold of me.
I put
Bats.
BBB.
Oh yeah, I already
Bats.
got your number. All right, thanks, man.
I
put it in there.
His head.
Oh. What have you been doing?
I've been seeing this mouse guy on the side.
Yeah, my little stuck.
Bat and mouse.
Deflator mouse and mouse.
Again, it's Batman and Catwoman.
Yeah,
Oh my
Nice.
I like deflator mouse.
God.
Take it in opera. Maybe deflator mouse. Okay, so you're gonna just turn him loose, or you're gonna take him back to the corner, or
Probably ought to dump him off where we left and pick him up. Besides, we need to get the stuff out of the car anyway.
Fine.
who's driving?
Me.
It's him or me. Definitely not Bats.
Well, you're hiding.
Especially now that we have a crate of drugs in the trunk.
You're hiding in the back.
Yeah.
So I'll jack in and drive and make him think he's driving. We're not telling Bats that he's not driving
Yeah.
at all.
Okay.
Because he would refuse to let that happen.
I've been driving the whole time.
It's gonna take him a while
ride tonight.
to get rid of some of this stuff. I
Right.
mean, you just unloaded a bunch of stuff on him, and
Well, we didn't give him all of it.
no, but I mean, I'm sure you gave him enough to
Pay off his debt.
Pay off his debt, yeah.
So
to Jones, have a little for himself, and make you guys some money.
I should add that on there, huh?
So
We can use some extra money.
yeah.
That's what I figured.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get rid of this stuff somehow.
So, it'll take him, realistically, it'll probably take him a few days
Okay. I
to
think our
do
next
this.
step probably ought to be to find Edgar, if we can.
Is
If he's still
Edgar
alive.
my contact?
Edgar was the crime boss
Yeah,
that you
but
guys denosed.
No.
I owe
Yeah,
I owe an Edgar some money.
that is not the Edgar
All right, cool.
that
Hold on, did you look up
coincidental.
Jones's ID?
Oh yeah. Can I try and trace Jones' ID?
You're gonna have to go into VR for that.
Done.
So
Not in the motel. We're gonna go out to the
Done.
car.
Yeah, we need those
Get
to
back to wherever we're like Hanks or wherever, and
are you going to Hanks, or are you going
We need to
to?
go to Hank's anyway because Hank knows where Edgar is if he's still alive.
yeah, we'll go to
Yeah.
Hanks. So while I'm doing that, they'll talk about.
Okay, so while you're doing that, roll. Give me a knowledge programming roll. This is for your search.
4.
Okay, so give me a hacking roll. Hank says, you want to know where Edgar is.
Yeah. Is he still breathing? Well,
I'm gonna spend a Benny to reroll.
I'm going to plead the fifth on your behalf. It is safer for both of us that we just leave it at that.
He
11.
can jack that guy's head and find out.
Who? It's Hank.
I'm not doing that to
Hank.
Hank.
That guy.
Hank's protecting you by not telling you.
yeah.
I got
Protecting us or Edgar?
The less you know, the better.
So,
I got an 11 on hacking.
It's
Oh my
Hank. You gotta jump. You gotta jump.
No, he's
no, he's looking up
Jones.
okay. So you've found you basically placed a dummy like out to his tap number, his address or whatever, and you've traced it back, and you have a location.
I send that location to everyone.
You have a location. of like you've opened up the GPS unit in his tap and you know where he is. And with that, we're going to take a 10-minute break, everybody. So we'll come back and find out what they do to Jones and Mouse, and see where they're at in their investigation. While they're getting up to go take break, I'm going to spend a couple minutes going over my announcements again. I don't know who was, some of you probably weren't in here, and I've lost them. Yeah, I know them. They're in my head. So new things that we've got going on if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. The merch store is up. We have merchandise now. We got a couple of t-shirt designs, some sweatshirts, and some other fun things. There you go. There is the Hypergiant Media logo t-shirt. For those of you, click on the merch link, or at the bottom, if you scroll down, you can actually use, you don't even have to leave the stream. You can buy it from right there below the video. Don't forget to click on the little heart to follow, because once we hit 50 people, we will give away one of those awesome t-shirts, either that one or the other design, the Hypergiant or the Hyper Vegas design that we have. Once we hit 100 followers, we'll be giving away one of those awesome dice towers that you see there. It's actually probably a nicer design than those. Not saying those aren't nice. Sean does a good job. Handmade by Sean, who plays Ronan. He's not here tonight. He's out for the next month. He's in Arizona. That's what happens when you're in the Army. So 50 followers, we're giving away a shirt. 100 followers, we're giving away a dice tower. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and something else. YouTube. All the videos will be on YouTube. And so if you miss part of it tonight, you can go on there. I'll have it up tomorrow. You can watch the whole thing. We kind of lost connection earlier tonight. Sorry about that. But we seem to be going strong. So give us 10 minutes. We'll be back in 10 minutes, and come back and see what happens with the exciting Mouse Jones story. All right, thank you. Okay, we're back. How's everybody's break?
Yay.
Was it long enough?
Yes.
I think we actually went over our 10 minutes. I apologize. So we are hacking into a street level drug dealer's brain and getting information about
roller coaster ride.
yeah, we're also mind reading that guy, and boy, that's messed up. Ah, Mega Waffle.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
See?
goddamn.
I told you we needed a longer break time.
Hey, he got back just in time, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So okay, all right. So where was I? Mega Waffle threw me off. So we had to deal with the inner workings of a junkie's brain. Terrifying, I'm sure, for the Zeke. And they are, I'm not involved in this escapade, have devised a scheme to give the junkie a shit ton of drugs, to sell them, and make him some money, make them some money, and help him to get out of debt with his with the bigger dealer, all in hopes to get in touch with Jones, this dealer of sorts, if Jones is a real person. So, are we going back to Hanks? Are we going back to
Well, I
the
think-
CD motel? How or in all
don't-
reality, it's going to take a few days for Mouse
Yeah.
to sell this stuff. So what
Well,
do you got?
Proxy
You got
was
at least 2
looking-
days.
Did you find Jones?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay,
sent
so
you the
that's something
location
else
and-
We were at
Did
Hank's,
you-
we found Jones.
Yeah.
Ever look into your downloaded stuff from the news center? By
I
any
have
chance?
not yet, but I
Oh, yeah,
will
maybe
go
we
through
should
that
also
stuff.
look at that.
The
Okay, so you got it. What? That was the phone records you were getting, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, give me a knowledge programming to see if you can get into that file, because it's not just going to be open for anybody to view.
5.
They're kind of, they're trying to like, oh yeah, keep these under wraps, but 5 will get it. That's a success. That works out good. You see, like, some standard phone numbers, like, John Smith, this and that. So you recognize some of the numbers that are with the names. It's not necessarily just phone numbers. It's going to be like tap addresses.
I want to go
And-
over these phone numbers with her to see if she notices any of them.
Some of them are like like the people that work there. You might notice some names, and if you're comparing them to, you go on the news station's website, the names match up to some of the people that work there. You see like cameraman. So it's daily phone calls that you expect, and then you see these entries that it's just hashtag, and that's it.
So it's like an anonymous number.
It's not like, your tap addresses are all hashtag something, kind of like like your Twitter account is the @ symbol and then
Logan.
whatever you want it to be. So your tap is hashtag something. These are hashtag. It's like 10 hashtags taking up.
Can I decode that?
Give me a knowledge programming roll.
7.
No.
Wow.
No. Not even a success.
Wouldn't even waste it.
No.
With that high number. No.
It didn't work.
So no, we're not gonna throw that Benny in there. You
Waste it.
get
Save
new ones
it.
next session.
We might find out another time.
Are we allowed to give bennies to
Is
other
there any
players?
way
Or
you
we do
can-
have
No, you
there-
have to have
There's
an edge.
for that. Yeah.
Is there any way to track where that? I don't know about your hacking
Can
stuff,
I
but-
track?
Not without that proper tap handle
Right.
address. Yeah. Interesting,
Can you
huh?
hack Edgar's phone? Edgar's tap? Can you like put a
Like a little.
put a
Okay.
bug on Edgar's tap?
I might be able to, but I
How,
don't
Do
know
you-
where he's at.
But we
how
get his
good is
tap
my
number.
hacker friend Catch 22?
Not as good as Logan.
Okay.
Not as good as Proxy.
So, I think that's the way to go.
He's a minor player in
And we can
comparison.
let Edgar
Okay.
know that information is trying to get back, and we can try to work it up through their tap. I don't know how exactly we tap it. I mean, it's a general plan, right? There's an idea there somewhere.
There's an idea there somewhere.
So
Is
we
there-
want to get
is there-
where Edgar's at.
When you hacked into the news station, did you leave anything behind? Any like a recording way back in?
I have knowledge of it, so I can get back into it pretty easy.
Would you? Is it possible to set up something so that if that coded number comes in again, that you can catch it that time?
We could reroute it to ours.
Oh yeah. There we go.
I can actually reroute it to
Good
one of yours
call.
since you have like the best persuasion and stuff
Good
like
call,
that.
Cap. Yeah, good call.
Okay,
It's a
that's
smart thing to
interesting.
do.
All right, so you're gonna have to go into VR to get into the news station again.
Right.
Okay, so give me.
It'll be easier since I'm familiar with the system now, right?
Well, you got to get through the firewall.
Right.
So give me your hacking roll to get through the firewall. You already know where the host is located. So
5.
Yeah, you'll get in. You've been in before. You've probably left a little something in yourself in there. The hackers in their back doors. They love to leave them. So you're in. Now.
Stop it, Jenna. I know what you're doing.
Good God.
I think something like this happened last session.
It's always the
Sorry.
entertainment models.
Well, she is programmed to have a dirty mind.
Right.
So I'm in.
You're in. The back door.
Now I want to reroute that. Anytime that number comes in, anytime that
All
call is made,
hashtags.
all hashtags. Just that number to reroute to which one of you?
What's your persuasion?
I only have a 6.
Oh, okay, mine's an 8.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
You have
reroute
the
it
plus
to
too,
Cat.
don't
Oh
you?
yeah, plus my charisma.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's your. Yeah. You're both.
You know
kinda,
you're the one who wants to take that phone call anyway.
You're both kind of charismatic, I guess. So. Yeah. Okay. So give me your knowledge programming roll.
3.
Oh no.
I can. This is the thing I can spend. A
Oh,
penny.
this is where you're.
Yes,
This
spend
is
a
where I want
penny.
to spend the penny.
I was gonna say, give me a notice roll. You're gonna spend a penny to be re-roll.
9.
Okay, that's a success.
And
but-
that's a raise.
No, it is not.
Damn it.
Target number
tried.
Trying to talk him
No,
into it.
8.
That must
You
have been a
tried.
6 target.
Ooh, it was
Target
8.
Target number is 8. Give me a notice roll.
0.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you are in there programming, and
This is where I get stumped again.
Now we'll be drooling all over.
what's your firewall?
8.
Okay, give me another notice roll.
There's your firewall being attacked.
Can I give you guidance? I'm just
2.
kidding.
That's D&D.
I
2.
know.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I want to reroute that number.
Well, I got that. You've got that going. That's you're done programming that. Is there anything else you want to do in there?
Oh no, you might want to get out before they zap you.
Yeah, they're
That's
working
really all
on
we were trying to
Yeah,
accomplish
they've
at the point,
already
so
knew that.
yeah.
I'm gonna pull out.
it. Okay.
On the back door.
He's gonna take the back door.
This is my kid, ladies and gentlemen. Son of a bitch.
Wonder where he gets it from.
All right, so you're out.
At least we know I'm your kid.
Yeah, there's pretty little doubt there.
Good God. So, you're out. As far as you know, it is a success. You have a program. The next time something comes in along those lines, you're going to get the call routed to. We were going to Cat. Okay.
What's the news station's name?
News station. It's it's like something generic.
Channel
like
12.
like yeah, news at 11 on channel 12 with anchor.
I
Cliff.
just need to know how to answer the phone. So.
Oh yeah, it'd probably just be channel 12, or this is West Coast, so it would probably be like what they start with K's instead of W's, right? So
I think so. Yeah.
KPTL or something like that, I never expected you to go to the news station, so I didn't make one up. So
Now,
KPTL, channel 12, the news that knows. How can I help you?
now, real quick, can I go in and change my handle in my tab real quick? Because I don't trust that I made it out of there safely.
You've been using a VPN anyway.
You pulled out the back door. You should
Probably
be
should
all right.
have been using a VPN. I'd figure you're smart enough to hide it. They didn't, if they got your location, you'll know momentarily.
Right.
But if you didn't have anything happen to you while you're in there, you're probably safe.
Okay.
Satan's coming in there.
You wouldn't need, well, actually with your notice rolls, you wouldn't even know to change. Oh my gosh. It's a cat fight.
And I wasn't involved.
Yeah. You wouldn't need, with your notice rolls, you don't even know to even change it, so.
Okay.
All right, so he's got his bug, his virus working. You guys got a couple of days to kill. What do you want to do?
So Edgar's a no-go because he's probably not with us anymore.
That's a good assumption.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on, he was missing a nose. He wasn't gonna have a good life anyway. But
I'm going to go
That's
to
one of the-
work at the casino and see if I can't come up with some information.
Okay,
Like hear some people or read their mind, get some info.
give me a streetwise.
I have a 0 on Streetwise.
That means you roll a d4 and a d6 at a -2. Take the higher of them. They do explode. You can get some explosions. Exploding dice. How are you reading with your glasses off? You're blind
I
as
have
bats.
a
See.
-1.
So you rolled a 1 on both dice. You just got fired from the casino.
No.
Your customers complained that this simulacrum is harassing me, and they're like, I can buy another one for the less than the lawsuit. You're fucking fired.
That's fine, because the next one will just look like me too, asshole.
Just trying
But
get
to
hired
him,
again.
that's big punishment because now you're a simulacrum that's running around without a job and without a purpose. They're going to decommission you, basically. You're going to be put out of your misery. So he's not just firing you, he's like killing you. He doesn't know that you're already on the run. He doesn't know that.
That's all right.
I'll hire you at my taxi company.
All right.
Good God, we know he needs drivers.
He does. He does. Is this like a 1950s taxi?
No, now it's just become a taxi with an additional service. So,
no, she means the style.
The style. Is it like a 50s
I always
style
picture it's
taxi?
the Ghost of Christmas Past from
Oh,
Scrooged.
yeah. The big round.
Yeah.
From Scrooge,
round-
well, it's a battle taxi.
what's his
It's gonna
name?
have armor and stuff.
Buster, the guy from the New York Dolls, is the driver of the taxi.
Yeah.
So
Buster, is it Poindexter?
but that's it.
Poindexter.
Yeah, Poindexter. After he quit dressing in drag. So
You ain't hop, hop, hop.
yeah. New York Dolls were way better than that. All right, so enough about that. All right, so you just got fired from your job and found no information. Ouch, that sucks.
Yeah.
You could
Don't
be,
roll double ones.
if
So-
you need a job, you can be
I'm
a
gonna contact
greeter
one of my
my
contacts.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so here, this is a
She's a
street cred.
receptionist.
You guys haven't used street cred yet.
Nope.
So street cred, your first contact, your first favor is free. After that, you have to start paying in street cred points. So this contact is free for you.
All right. So who's so we're looking for who Jones is.
Jones, what kind of contacts you got?
I'm gonna contact the guy who's got the underbelly of the city, Blood Bank Hank.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic.
And I'm gonna see if he can help me get any
Fancy.
information as to
Let me take that back. First 2 times are free.
where Jones is getting his drugs from.
he's growing them.
Jones, yeah, I heard of that guy.
I need to know where he is, who he's getting his stuff from,
We know
and where
he-
that guy is.
We know where he is.
Well, okay, I know where Jones is.
You got about an hour?
Yeah.
You can kill an hour?
I got a couple days apparently.
I'll call you back.
All right, cool.
So you wait for a little bit, and you get a call. You get a call from Blood Bank.
Hank.
He's also a Hank. So we have 2 Hanks in the mix.
Oh,
Blood Bank Hank, no relation to Neon Hank. Nobody knows if Hank has
Lover of Neon Hank.
lover of Neon Hank. Neon Hank, nobody knows if he has another name. It's like Madonna, but he's Hank. So anyway, Blood Bank, he says, look, man, this favor, I hope you appreciate it. He's like, man, this is, I don't know what you got yourself into, but I don't call me till after you're done with it.
Okay, but did I get any information?
Yeah, you want a Mr. Shade.
Gee.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ask him if
He's
he wants to donate blood.
he's into some pretty out there stuff from what I hear. He ain't just selling drugs. You might want to be careful.
Understood.
All right,
Drugs is just his side business. He also sells shades.
Hank out.
Thanks.
Yeah, he owns the Oakley stand at the mall. Yeah.
I'm gonna bet Shade might have also kidnapped a scientist. We're getting warm.
So, what would you like to do with that information?
Can we call her and
It's
ask
not a
her
lot of information, but
if she has a
You got some
shade that works
backstory
for
in
her?
the chat.
oh, I know Condor's killing it.
Well, he would be the mole. He'd be the one who employed the mole.
Yeah, but we need to find out if he works for her or not, though. Do we even know that?
Do you think he has a job if he's a big time crime boss?
The better question might be if she has any customers.
When are we getting
That name.
employed?
She.
Because
There
that
we
would give
go,
them
yeah.
Access to the company and the employees that way without actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph
We need
Shade.
to check her customer list. That will probably lead us to the mole. I bet they have contact with the company without being part of it.
Let the persuasive people do that.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So we can contact her, right? She said we could contact her anytime. But-
Miss Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have her contact information. She's lent it to you.
Lawyers.
Okay.
Because specifically she needs you to contact her to
When we find
pick
the mole.
up the mole.
Right. So I'm going to give her a call
Mhm.
and ask her if there's any way we can get a list, her customer list, a copy of her customer, investigate possible connections for the mole.
That is very sensitive information. A lot of our customers don't really want to be known as our customers. She works for a company that develops like top end experimental, sometimes weaponry, like mass destruction sometimes.
So she's the cause of a lot of
they're not
murders.
above making pistols and manufacturing those, but they will also make some very nasty stuff. And she's like, some of our customers pay extra to be anonymous, and you're just not on that security level.
I'm going to try a little persuasion.
Hey buddy,
Well,
why don't you get down?
we're not going to do anything with this list other than try to finish the job you asked us to do and find your mole for you. It's
Sure.
entirely possible you have a customer who's helping themselves to a little more than what they say they are from your company.
We've looked into that route. Oh, we're gonna roll.
Use a
my
Benny.
God.
Use a Benny.
Yeah,
Use
I'm
Did you roll double ones?
I
Did you just
did.
get fired too?
But I'm using a Benny.
Yeah, Jenna should have actually used a Benny on that and not get fired. Oh, well.
I don't care.
good
He knows their
character
part.
They don't know what's going on with me anyway.
She should have used a Benny to clear her thoughts of all of Mouse's brain.
That's probably what was wrong with
9.
me.
9. All right, so let's see. We're talking to Mrs. Johnson. Miss J. Ooh. I'm sorry, but that is just not something I can give you.
Oh.
What company does she work for again?
M3.
M3?
Yeah. You want to know what the M's are? The 3 M's are. I'll have to open the book. They're Japanese names. At least one of them is.
3M's going to sue him.
Should
It's M3, not 3M. We don't do any post-its.
Should I call
We send
my
our
alarm
messages
system
with bullets.
tech, my alarm system tech, to see if he can give us any information on what kind of alarm like systems they have to keep me out, so
like
I can
if
get
you
a head.
hack in to get that list.
Yeah, so I can.
Yeah, see, I don't know how that's.
Condor, I should just make you play the role of Hank. He's giving Hank backstory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a real good idea, but I don't know.
If I
No.
get
They-
caught, that's
Miss
Yeah,
Johnson,
yeah. And I guarantee they have some pretty tough security firewalls.
she says, Miss Cat, I know that there was a request for one of your team members to pose as an employee
Oh, yeah,
with M3. And unfortunately, that is not something I can let happen. People of your type shouldn't really be in a position where security can be compromised.
What about Tony?
So we have a certain level of security here, and we really don't want it breached with some unsavory types. You're hired for a specific job and you do it well, and we appreciate it, but we don't want you in the inner workings of our company. I hope you understand. I'm not meaning any offense. It's just a matter of fact.
Well,
this seems
So
suspicious.
I guess that's off the table. Yeah, that
It
seems
does.
a little, because she was all for that at the first meeting.
I think we still need to apply there anyway.
I think you should send Tony in.
Yeah, I could send Tony.
All he has to do is get you in the back door.
Good God, can we quit emphasizing that?
Just, what do you want me to say?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Fuck. It's fine. Whatever. He's an adult now,
Okay.
right?
Well, I'm going to end the call with her then because she's not going to help us. She wants us to do the job, but she doesn't want to help us at all. So that's a
Sounds
problem.
really shady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does not. Your intrusion
She won't let us
in,
know if Shade's in there.
if it involves going into M3, she's like
We never asked
that
her.
a brick
We
wall.
never gave her specific names of people.
No, we did not.
So
But she knows all of us, but she doesn't.
I want to,
She does not know Tony.
I don't
He's
want
a
to
very
I don't wanna try and-
kind of guy. I mean, he's
get into M3. I just want to examine their system to see how difficult I feel.
How structurally sound the actual
Yeah.
system is.
yeah. Be careful.
Okay, so you're going into VR again.
Yes.
Okay.
Passing out everywhere.
I'm
Prop you
here.
up in the seat.
That's all right.
Just like see me slump over onto Bat's arm.
Here in case you have a seizure.
Okay, so give me a knowledge program to see if you can track down where they're located at in the data net.
5.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they're a bigger host in there. You track them down with just a success on that. But you get there and you instantly know like this is secure. Just from looking at the host, you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to do some work. So give me that hack and roll.
Do I want to get in real quick? I don't have any bennies to spend on this.
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to try to
No.
hack into through M3's firewall?
Do I feel like it's going to be way too much work for me?
As a proxy, as a hacker would know that just a success will definitely get him in, but only a raise gets him in and unnoticed.
No, don't do it.
And your notice is bad.
yes, they're
Yeah,
really
I'm-
They'll scramble your
You won't
brains.
know they're there.
And you're pretty confident that their defense isn't just that little shock you got from before. Their defense is
Probably
they're-
going to
they're
downright
gonna-
kill me.
they're gonna either try to kill you
Or lobotomy.
or they're gonna get your location and send somebody to you, or do both.
See, now I can't do that
Just to make
Hank.
sure.
So
They're
I'm-
going to kill
Wait.
you through the net and send somebody to clean
Can
up the mess.
you get Tony in somehow? Like, can you get him like a badge or something to get in so he can pretend like he's working?
Who is Tony?
Tony's the
Tony's
one
from
dude that
Alpha.
we like.
Oh
just,
yeah,
The
okay.
guy from last time.
Yeah.
He was actually the delivery
The
driver.
delivery guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Actually, wait.
I
I-
remember old
before you
Tony.
Before you do that, I want to check the classifieds and see if M3 is hiring for basically grunt level worker types. Like,
I got years of
Construction.
delivery experience.
Um,
see if we can get him in the old-fashioned way.
give
Instead of
me just so you're doing some internet searching, some data net searching. Give me a notice roll. I'm just I want a number so I can see. Well, depending on what you roll, is if they're hiring or not. I guess.
Okay.
I'm also
kinda
going to
like a
come out of
pointless roll.
virtual.
I'm looking
I'm going to come out of virtual.
3.
So you're just gonna find the host and you're gonna stop.
Yeah, I just want to know where they're at.
Not hiring. Nothing on Indeed.
2 3s.
Would
Nothing
they-
on Indeed.
would they post in the classifieds, or do you think they
Snag a
message
job
the
is
people?
vacant for
Would they
M3.
post in the classifieds, or would they message?
Let me
personally
say
if they're
this,
so secure?
Kat. Nothing lower level
Right.
available.
So the high level jobs would be.
Research and
Oh,
things like
maybe
that
then.
are available.
Can
Okay.
you
So
I have
him
someone else
anything?
that can go
Oh.
besides Tony.
upper jobs, nothing on Tony's level.
Right. I need to call Mary.
Nothing. Hey, boss, can I take care of that for you? Yeah,
Right.
Tony's out.
I need to call Mary Willett, who was the scientist responsible.
This
for-
is not Grandma. I was hoping to play Grandma again. Oh, I still do. Grandma will call you back,
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way.
I'm still waiting on the call from her.
Yeah.
From Wilma May.
It'll happen in here in just
She's
a second.
Southern, Wilma May.
It will happen in just a second. So you are calling
Mary Willett.
Mary Willett. I got
She is
Mary
a
right here.
Medical doctor/scientist researcher.
I want to tell you, Renee has put more effort into her character than I have this whole game. So, Mary, doctor scientist. Okay.
She actually perfected, created all the stuff that was used when I was.
This is her entourage, and you
Yeah, that's
you
from her
rolled for 2 entourage.
Yeah.
So this
So
is
you
your
roll
second
in
one.
Mary.
Okay. Kat, what can I do you for?
Hi, Mary. I have a huge favor to ask of you. I'm sure you've seen the news. Someone's messing with. Still working on that.
I was hoping that was the case, but that really looks like you.
I know it does, doesn't it? I'm starting to think somebody might have some of my DNA that I wasn't aware of. But, and I'm sure
That
you
is
can
quite
guess
the
who.
possibility.
Don't you shed? It's like everywhere.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Wilma called me earlier and asked me my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's either Kat or a goddamn clone.
Yeah, I think you
A
know who.
copycat.
I think that was a good one.
Damn, I so missed the title of the episode where I could have put copycat. I put Here
Yeah,
Kitty
Bill
Kitty.
showed me the title of it.
Here Kitty Kitty was the title.
I didn't realize until after the break that was the title of the episode. I am offended. Like it was flipping.
It's okay.
Yeah. You don't like those wings? Oh, you don't.
There is not purring happening right now.
No. I chase bats and play with them.
They're just rats with wings.
Not in good ways.
They're just rats.
All right, so
Anyway,
yes, Wilma called me on that. It's quite disturbing.
yeah, I think you and I both have a good idea who's probably behind that. And what kind of a bone he has to pick. But anyway, I need a favor.
That is quite the possibility. Yes, what can I do for you, child?
We're trying to get some information, and I need you to go undercover for me. Basically doing what you do, being yourself, but just kind of keeping your ear out while you're doing it. It's working for M3.
M3, don't they make weapons? I don't know. Maybe she's not a pacifist. I don't know, but she's not. Yeah. I think I can handle that.
Would really, really appreciate it.
Is there anything specific I'm looking out for?
We are trying to find out who might possibly be passing company secrets to other people that they shouldn't be. They have a mole that we're trying to find.
Okay.
And the company's not being very cooperative about letting any of us come inside to take a look around.
No, I don't suppose they would. They have a lot of defense contracts and things like that. Those people don't really want their information out there.
Right.
And no offense, with your name out there like that, they're not going to let you anywhere near that door.
It was very poor timing. I understand that.
Yes. Look, I never thought that was really you. I just want to let you know, I never thought it was really you. I hope that you get to the bottom of it and that we can be a lot of help.
I hope so
You know,
too.
Wilma is on it.
Oh yeah, she can dig up.
She's on it.
You're so mean.
So if you could
I wonder if I
apply to
can-
M3 and get in there and keep in contact with me, what is it?
Already started fixing my resume as we're talking,
Thank you
dearie.
so much.
So look to hear from Granny real soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Randy?
Side note:
Wilma.
Mary's not that old.
Huh?
Mary's not.
No,
that old,
she's
but-
talking about Wilma.
Oh.
Because you said as everybody's grandma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wilma
she
is-
as everybody's grandma. So she says,
she's
look,
like this tall, curly gray hair.
look for hearing from Granny real soon. So
Alrighty. Well, we have our mole, or we have our mole in the company now.
yeah, so you're gonna get. Mary is going to go and be in the. She's doctoring a resume. She probably knows how to do that.
Yeah. Well, she
And-
actually has some military weapons.
Mhm.
You know the background. Yeah. I don't want to say too much because I'm not sure yet who's actually messing with me. I think I know who it is. I don't want to give it away if it's not.
Oh, it's good stuff. When the reveal comes, it will come. So, you get a call from Wilma,
Okay.
and she says, "So I've had some people digging around for me, and oh, dearie, there's some crazy stuff going on." Do you know what dubs are? Dubs. You want to give a common knowledge roll?
Yeah.
It's just give a D4 and your wild die of a D6.
5.
5. Okay, so dubs are a form of cloning, sort of. Okay, you know what dubs are? Dubs are you can go to a company and they're really expensive. Basically, you have them clone you a body, but the body it's a shell. Okay, and if you die, they put you in the dub, so you get a double, and they keep it on file until you die, and then they upload you into the double.
So it's like altered carbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of a sleeve and altered
Yeah.
carbon. Yeah.
So they could have uploaded anybody.
But I didn't come up with this. This is
into
actually in the
your-
book, so I'm not ripping off altered carbon, everybody. It's actually
maybe
in,
they
I
ripped
didn't have
them
a-
off.
I didn't have a dub that.
maybe
I was
they
aware of.
did.
You never know.
I didn't have a dub that I was aware of, so someone has created one.
No, you probably can't afford a dub.
Yeah.
She says somebody has legitimately, literally stolen your identity, body and all. Is there some way, somehow that somebody might have your DNA?
Yes.
Do you have an idea of who that is?
I don't want to tell you because I tell you.
Fair enough, child. Be careful out there. Obviously, somebody with money and resources is after you.
Thank
Those
you,
bats.
Wilma. I appreciate it, and you should probably stop digging now before you get any.
No
closer.
problem. I'm going to go have a drink.
All right.
Be safe.
Thank you. You too. All right. We have to talk because the only person I know of who could have the money, the connections, the means, and big enough hatred of me to do this is Vincent Casillas, who was my former manager of the group that I was in the Ferals. He, unbeknownst to me at the time, planned my hybridization to be a weaponized one. And I thought it was just for the looks for the girl group, and it was actually going to be a weapon. He was going to have my mind wiped at the end and implanted whatever he wanted over it and use as implanted girl group. Because we would travel all over the world, I would be...
That's a girl singing group, pop group, pop
The
group.
Ferals. All of us were hybrids.
The Ferals. Next T-shirt.
Yeah.
However, Mary Willett, who I just contacted to be our mole, was actually in charge of my hybridization and the wiping of my mind. She was the one that created that whole capability of doing that, of wiping me and turning me into basically a dove without me being a dove to begin with. She decided she couldn't do it, couldn't go through with it. We got to know each other, became friends. She couldn't do that to me. She told me what was going on, so we convinced Vincent that I had been dubbed, basically had been wiped, and he was stupid enough to talk about everything in front of me while my tap was on, of course.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Cutler.
As soon as we got what we needed, I instantly, me, Mary, my friend Catch-22, got everything uploaded to all of the law enforcement agencies, the news, everybody, it went out. So he had to go into hiding. He was actually like a weapons arms dealer who was hiding under the guise of an entertainment manager type.
Was your other members of your band made?
Yeah, they were all turned into hybrids at the same time I was. It was a requirement to join the band. You had to become a hybrid. It was the gimmick.
But were they going to use
Kiss
them
versus their
also?
makeup.
No, they were all
Just you?
pretty standard
To the extreme, at least.
hybridizations to conceal mine, that I was something different. They were all like, we should have realized at the time. I mean, they made one like a Shiba Inu dog, one was like a peacock. I mean, they were all innocuous animals, and then I ended up being a tiger. So, you know, all these like little domesticated things. But we didn't know. We were excited. We were dreams of stardom. You know, we were going to be famous.
So we have to
all this
kill
stuff,
Vincent then.
Yeah, I have a feeling Vincent is who's behind this because he's very, very angry.
You hope.
I ruined his business. I outed his alias. I forced him underground. He's not. So.
Not a good guy.
No, he is not a good guy at all.
What a prick.
So, with this information that you now have, there's too much. Watch it on VOD when it's out. So, with this information that you have, you guys have multiple paths to follow right now. Who's feeling overwhelmed? Whose character is feeling overwhelmed with all of the shit they're bringing down on you?
I'm a little on edge right now. I know it's off topic, but what kind of music did you guys used to play? Like pop?
It was kind of your standard girl group, you know, top of the chart, top 40 type stuff. Yeah.
Pink cover band.
Maybe a little edge to it because I mean, you know. We were hybrids. We were all hybrids.
Well, since
so.
they're called the Pharaohs,
Something
we have
a
to do,
14-year-old
like,
would listen to.
It's like I picture if it was a cross between Josie and the Pussycats and the Misfits.
Well, it's the Pharaohs, so it's like Jane's Addiction.
Oh, the Perry Farrells.
I would say it was kind of pop, but with a little edge to it, probably because of the whole hybrid angle. They made us all hybrids.
I like
so
it.
There was
I like
angle,
it.
You know,
I like it.
kind of like it's late, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sean is in the chat, so he can't be with us, but he is talking to you guys. So I don't know, bombard him with whatever you want to harass him with.
How's ninja training going?
Ninja.
Samurai training.
Not ninja.
I think this job would be perfect.
They
for
let the
Ronan.
blind guy drive again, is what Conrad said.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
it's
with some newfound information, it doesn't necessarily get you towards the mole aspect, but you do have some of the cat dilemma cleared up a bit. Not enough, but you have it. So you guys probably still have another day waiting on Mouse.
Did you guys cover cat scratch
To
fever?
do whatever he wants to do. You still have GPS location on Jones. And you haven't heard anything from all hashtags.
Right.
All hashtags.
Somebody's being distracting.
I'm sorry, I had it in my
I know
It's
this.
to the
I
game.
probably overpowered him, and the chat room probably didn't even hear it. So you want to repeat?
Did you guys cover cat scratch fever?
Oh God. So back to immersion. So what direction you guys want to go in?
You know what? I don't
Well-
even know.
There's so many options right now.
Wait. What's Mouse doing right now?
Selling. You probably got, like I said, you probably got another day before he's done and contacting you. So you spend a day tracking down Cat's leads and some other things. You're probably going to have another day because I gave 2 days is probably what it's going to take for him to move this stuff.
And we're waiting on the mole that we planted.
She hasn't got any calls from that one number yet, has she?
If you weren't talking about cat scratch fever, you would have heard that you have not heard anything from all hashtag number.
My character was focused on asking that question.
He's like, come on, you know the song, Cat Scratch Fever. Come on, tell me about it.
Did you pull your guitar out and start playing it?
No, it was all air guitar.
We're at Hank's, so I'm playing it on the jukebox.
Oh yeah.
He probably does have it on the jukebox.
I'm sure he does.
I'm still in the
Hank's
system.
dancing around. He's like, who wants a beer?
All right, so
VR guitar.
Yes.
That's seriously.
It is Proxy. He probably has a VR guitar. He just sucks at it.
It's a good song.
In reality, Logan's pretty decent on guitar, so maybe we won't ever stream that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I didn't want to stream it
Guitar Hero
anyway.
has to have gotten more advanced.
Yeah, it's called Guitar
Hyper guitar.
Rocksmith.
Rocksmith,
Yeah, you actually use a real guitar for it. D&D Bard. There will be D&D Bards at Origin. There is every year. They walk around and play like mandolins and stuff. It's pretty
They
awesome.
teach you how to play the instruments
Correct.
too. It's really cool.
Anyway, back to the game. So it balls in your court. I'm going to sit here, role play.
we know where Jones is. Well, about where Jones is. We know who's doing this to me, but we still don't know exactly like where to find them or the clone. Which I know who's in the clone. I've thought about it. I have a feeling it's somebody.
I say we
Do you
go
wanna
find
give-
Jones.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go give Jones a visit.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
We should check up on Mouse and see how much
We-
he's sold real quick.
Mm.
Get it
Oh, see if he has any of our money.
Yes, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So you have Mouse's number. I have Mouse's number. Do you want to call him?
Have Mouse's number?
Well, he has yours, and I can give it to you because I have his entire contact book.
So am I just going to intimidate him or try to persuade him of something?
Let's just roll up on him. Why we?
Yeah, I mean,
Roll
for-
up where he is.
For God's sakes, you know where he
We know what
works.
corner he likes.
Well, let me try. Do we
Likes
just
to
want
work the
money from
corner.
him? What are we trying to do with it?
I just check up on him, see how much
See
how
how
good
close
he's
he
doing on the
is
way.
to-
I'm sure it's on the way.
Having the money for our money and Jones' money.
Yeah. Make
Alright,
sure he
let's
ain't
roll
doing
up
it
on
all.
Mouse.
From 3M. You're gonna roll up on Mouse. What's are you yanking him in the car again, or
No, we don't.
you want to
do
dart
that.
him in the neck? What do you want to do?
We're gonna invite him to come sit in the car for a minute.
You realize it's only been a day, right?
Right, right,
Okay.
Yeah, we're
I
just
don't
checking
care.
up, making sure he's not doing all of it.
Okay, so you pull up and Mouse is he gives that signal to roll down the window, and then he's like, his eyes get real big. He's like, I don't have your money. I don't have your money yet. Yeah, come on. I told you, give me a couple days.
We know. We're just checking on you. Just seeing how
Just
things
seeing
are
how
going.
things are going.
I'm not screwing you over. I swear. I didn't tell Jones about you. I did nothing. Like,
Oh, you're not screwing, so we know.
no, that's what I said, man. That's what I said, man. I'm not screwing you over. I'm not.
I kind of feel like he told Jones.
Yeah.
Since he
very
said, I didn't
suspicious.
tell Jones about you.
Guilty much?
I didn't.
I don't know. I persuaded him before he left to keep his mouth shut, and it worked.
It was pretty good persuasion.
Okay.
So.
Look. Can I have one more day? Just one more day.
We're
We're
coming
just-
back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 12.
Yeah, I got. Look. I can give you some of the credits
Man,
now.
give him 2 more days.
I'll give you some of the credits now. I'll give you some
He's
of the credits
lazy.
All
now
right.
as a down payment.
All right.
We got him.
As a down payment,
He's very
I give you.
nervous.
They give you
Where's
2
Matt?
credits.
he
2
like
credits?
he has your tap information, and you see a transfer of like 4,000 credits.
All right. I'll
Okay.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll have the rest of it. I swear.
Or split that up.
He sent me 1,000 credits.
Can I
Yeah.
check his transactions?
Do you want to hack into him?
How can you even see what he sent you?
His firewall's probably a 4.
10.
Oh yeah, you see him. You're in there.
Only 1,000.
He doesn't even know you're in there.
A.
Hey,
Oh,
We're in
maybe
Canada
four-
now.
who's Canadian?
Apparently Logan.
Hey,
Logan's
I'm already
Canadian.
rich. I don't need to rip these people off, so
you are.
I'll give you your money.
All right.
A.
Everybody
That's
get
only
your-
part of it. He'll have more. He'll have more.
So we got how many credits?
800,
4,000.
800 each.
Okay, mathematician over there.
Ninja didn't get no money. We ain't paying no ninjas.
Sorry, Ronan. You didn't get any drug money. So Mouse, he was like on the defensive. He thought you were there to like kill him. He's like, he's traumatized. You guys
Where's our money?
traumatized the drug dealer.
How many credits was that?
You tend to do
800
that, it
total.
seems.
Yeah. Was there something you actually wanted to ask him? You just like went and extorted money from the guy. Like
I think that's all we were
you
doing.
That was the
didn't.
plan.
You didn't
think
even
that was
ask
the
him for
plan.
any questions.
Well, we're trying to kill a couple.
It's like Han Solo. You didn't even ask me questions.
We're just trying to kill time, honestly.
All right, let's go hunt down Jones then.
Okay, so Logan, it's been a while since you checked on Jones. Would you like to jump back into VR and find him?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who's Logan? Proxy.
Yeah.
Who's Logan?
Sorry, I didn't even catch that. So
Yeah. Don't worry, the fans will rip me later once we become popular.
11?
They'll be like, your
11.
early videos sucked.
Nice.
Once we become
11. Well, you have spotted Jones, and
he's just around the corner taking some drugs from someone.
it's not far from the truth. He's a couple of blocks away. This is kind of one of those areas where you can see the line, like there's a street, and in the middle of the street, so this side of the street is like middle class, and this side of the street it just turns to scum and like people like Mouse, and then from that side and the next block over it just gets nice, or semi-nice middle class. But Jones is definitely in a middle class neighborhood. So he's not living, or at least he's not at a very lavish place, but you know where he's at. He's not in a lower income area.
Class of drug dealer.
James is the drug dealer.
Drug dealer's boss.
Awesome.
He's
Yeah.
Mouse's.
Mouse's
Boss.
superior.
Okay. He's
Upper middle
I'm sure
class.
there's someone else. above
He's
him,
in
but-
he's in a probably upper middle class area.
Yeah, he's the one we gotta jack to get work our way up the drug chain ladder.
Yeah.
all right. So I send you guys the address where we're heading.
I have so much crap going on. I hope I can keep it straight.
It's a little juggly at the moment.
It is. It is.
I actually have knockout poison. I have a cyber limb hand, and I have knockout poison. How about me and you kind of walk up to him, and I'll try to hit him with that, and we can drag him
Someone
off.
was gonna go in the back door.
You guys like that idea?
And
Logan says
gonna
back
use
door
her.
one more time tonight.
We're gonna use our persuasion.
That's like
to
the
get
first
close to
time I've said
Jones,
it.
And she has a knockout. Yes, in her.
Everybody else has implied
We
it for
have
you.
money.
My
and
cyber limb.
We have money and all sorts of stuff. So if we can get him to drugs, we have money and drugs. We can get him to give it up for something.
Well, I can knock him out
She's
if we
gonna
get
knock
close
him out.
enough to him. I can knock him out, and we can take
him
him
wherever
to
we
the
Persuade him and
to the
intimidate
slum
him.
hotel.
go to that
Motel.
located on the back.
To your little hotel.
I think it's a motel. It's not even a hotel.
Probably.
The Holiday Inn.
No, it's not even that nice.
It's not even that nice. Like,
I'm hiding. It's-
It's
like our
it's
origins
like
motel.
come on, man. I'm 2 for 2 on that.
all right.
I'm well known for picking shit hotels when we go out of town. Okay, so
Is he out on the street?
Jones?
Yeah.
No,
So he's in a house.
he's in a
He's
house.
been working out of his house, yeah.
Not necessarily his house, but
Yeah.
there's something going on in a house.
Is it a party? Like, can you see from outside what's going on? Can you hear it?
Inconspicuous. Can I say that right? It is
It's a trap house.
mild mannered, upper middle class neighborhood, and it's probably about 4 or 5 blocks away from where Mouse is set up at. Could be coincidence, could be where he's stationed at normally, but if you do a drive by this place, you wouldn't pick it out from any other house on the block.
With the information we have right now about this house, what they're doing in it, we could easily get a drug bust going on in here.
But what would that help
If
us?
the police take
Well, I
Jones
mean-
into custody, though, then we can't get to
I mean, that's what we can use that against him somehow.
Yeah, you don't go to a drug dealer and tell him you're going to narc him out. That's not going to end well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to end up sending it in anyway once we're done.
Fair.
Well, that's fine, but we're going to go up, pretend like we're going to buy some drugs,
Let them do their persuasion deal and see if they
Yeah.
can talk nice.
and
Then we'll
then
get me.
I'm going to knock him out. But you know what I don't have? An armed attack.
Well, here you go.
What I roll?
Here's a paralysis dart.
Well, I have a cyber limb,
You have fighting
but it
as a skill? Do you have fighting under your agility?
I'm looking. Yeah, I do.
Okay, there you go. That's your unarmed attack. That'll
Okay,
work. Yeah.
cool.
I also have stone patches.
I actually have a natural
She's
weapon.
gonna stop.
I got the knockout
claws,
poison.
yes.
Yeah, I have my
We got
claws.
lots
Okay.
of ways to knock this guy out.
Okay. But we
Yeah,
want
we're
to
gonna
knock
mess
him
this
out
guy
and
up.
stealing.
Yeah.
Hit him with all of them.
Good lord.
Incapacitate somebody.
All right, so we are going. Who's going to the front door?
Your persuasion is what? 8
8.
plus what?
4.
Okay.
Your charisma is 4. Good lord.
It costs a lot of money to get her that good
Oh,
look.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. 4 is a high charisma for those of you out there in Twitch land. In this game, 4 is a very high charisma.
I'm not bad. I was just bred this way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or hybridized this way.
Okay, so Proxy, Bats, and Vera are all staying in the car, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna. No, is this like an apartment building?
It's a house.
It's a house.
It's a house.
All right.
It's a decent
You know what
house.
we should probably do?
Can you and see how many people are inside of it?
Or will the walls
Well, the walls would stop that, I would assume.
Yeah. You're gonna get the size of the front of the house probably.
I was
but
thinking
I mean,
maybe.
I pull this little cup I have hidden under my passenger seat of my taxi, and it says "help." It's just a little cup, and I'll just stand out in front of the house with my cane, holding the cup.
aren't you dressed in a suit?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Sounds like the
Take your shoes
panhandlers
off.
around here.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Take your
what
shoes
we
off.
could do is take
I got this brand new pair of Air Jordans. Can you help me out for some food?
He's some big wig
Throws
party
McDonald's
here,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he's some
We could do that.
rich dude that wants to have a party, has all the hot girls at his party
Oh, yeah,
because
good point.
he's Nancy
I'll do
pays
that
for
then.
basically.
Don't
So, yeah, we're gonna take Bats with us as our prop.
I'm
He's,
the prop pick.
he's like
Where's
the
your free
rich,
scarf?
the ugly rich guy who throws around his money for all the girls, and he's gonna have a party. And
Well,
with
how else do you get
drugs.
girls?
Sugar daddy.
Yeah, he's
It's like,
that,
hey,
so
you
we get
guys seen
drugs.
Office Space? He's like, what would you do with $1 million? 2 girls at the same time.
I think I could hook that up with $1 million.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take
Chicks
him
that double
with
up on a dude like me will.
and knock on the door and see what happens.
All right, so this big, like, hulking, suited, nice suited.
Yeah.
This isn't like Edgar's guy suited. Guy comes to the door. We're not interested.
Well, how do you know what we're selling?
It doesn't matter. We're not interested.
Well, Mouse said this is where we needed to come if we wanted a lot of stuff. So
That little shit sent you here?
That's this good.
he said Jones could hook us up. We're having a party, you see, and we like to have a really good time at our place. And Mouse said he couldn't do it; it was too much.
The little shit's dead. Roll your persuasion.
Not before we get our money.
Yes, sir. Don't come back for more.
9. You sure
Well,
you can't
yeah.
help us?
Yeah.
We like to have a really good time.
You do look kind of familiar. Have I seen you before?
I get that all the time. Us tiger hybrids look the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only buy the best.
We already got a couple girls in here. What's up with that little guy?
Well, this is the money. He's the one that pays for it.
Well, looks like that. You got to have some somewhere, right? Once you guys come on in, there's some swimwear upstairs and hot tubs in the back. Help yourselves. Maybe I'll get you some drinks.
Sounds like a plan.
So he moves out of the way because he was taking up the whole doorway.
I'm sure
And
the
you
taps are wide
let you
open
guys
to hear.
right in.
Right? Your
Yeah.
guys' taps are wide open, so we can
yeah.
hear everything
Yeah, you're
happening.
seeing, hearing everything.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just sitting in the car waiting in case they need backup.
I don't
Medical
care about,
Real quick.
I don't care about your hot tub. Where's James?
Jones.
Ain't no James here, buddy.
Where's Jones? I'm here to do business.
You're the money guy.
Yep.
I'm. If you could look at me, I'm over here, right here, buddy. Hey.
My eyes are
Don't drink any drinks.
So, what business you got with Jones? I'll work it out. What business do I have with Jones?
We need stuff for
Looking
the
to
party,
score.
remember?
We're looking for some party favors.
Lots of party things.
Lots of party favors.
Oh, if your ladies would like party favors, and he like points you over. There's other people in this house that are obviously already partying, and you can hear some stuff splashing around in back, whether it's pool or hot tub or whatever. But
Ladies, go have fun.
he
But
points you. He says,
Don't go anywhere.
refreshments
Don't get in the hot.
refreshments and whatnot
I'm just gonna start screwing with.
are through that door.
All right.
So anything your ladies would like is taken care of. You can square up with Jones later.
Stand.
So we need to mingle on the
Yep.
Yes,
I'm not
Ronan
thinking
would be a
about
party
that.
pooper.
Is his first name Jim?
No, it is not Jim.
Oh my god, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
That's what I said. Don't drink any drinks.
Do you guys like fruit punch or grape flavored? Anyway,
Specific refreshment.
yeah. So,
Blood.
Here's a cherry.
are you guys going to go upstairs and change, or are you going
I'm
to
not.
just go around and mingle?
I'm gonna go ahead and change because I can't be armed anyway. I've got my claws anyway, but I'm
Yes.
gonna go ahead and change so I can mingle easier without drawing much of the wrong attention. Like I fit in more.
What's your entertainment model going to do?
I'm gonna walk around, check the place out,
Entertain the
She's
pour
already
my
in
own
All right,
damn
so
drink.
as you guys are walking around,
already in
give me
bikini.
notice rolls. What are you guys doing outside?
Is it
I'm looking
hearing
for
or smelling by any chance?
or sound.
items to mess
A
with.
little bit of everything. Mostly sight and hearing.
Okay, because I have constant hearing.
I didn't leave this.
But
I
I
got
mean,
5 on here.
there's going to be a plethora of smells in here that it could be confusing.
I have 5 on here.
Oh, dang, I got 2 sixes.
I'm sorry,
Roll it again.
Proxy and Vera, I didn't hear what you were doing.
Both of them.
Proxy and Vera, what are you doing?
We're just hanging out in the car.
Oh, you got another
Wait,
6
waiting
rolling
for a
again.
signal?
I
That's
am
what I'm
looking.
doing.
I'm looking for
What is that? 14?
Yeah, it's pretty
plus-
gross, Condor.
for things
So I got
to,
a 14 to notice
mess
and a
with.
plus 2 for hearing,
Any
so
items.
16 to hearing. I got a 14 to notice and a 16 to hearing notice. And smell.
Okay, so
That's a little bit of a raise and a raise and a raise.
and a raise and a raise and a raise, yeah. So you guys, well, Cat anyway.
Oh, they my tap, I'm going to tell them.
Sure. You are able to pinpoint who you believe is Jones just by some conversation. He's the guy. There's it's not a big party, but there's a party happening. Ladies, half naked, coming in and out of the house, out of the hot tub, typical, like what you would see in an 80s movie party with a drug dealer.
Right.
And he's the only one conducting business other than the guys that you've pegged for security.
Okay.
And which there's probably 4 or 5 of these security guards like what answer the door, and they are stuffy as hell. But you notice one guy that's dressed nice, but you know, he might be talking to somebody, like you see somebody talking to an earpiece or like his tap or whatever, and he's ignoring the party. You're probably sure that's Jones.
Okay.
I don't need to roll now. I'm all right with that.
Okay.
I'm going to let everybody know what I just figured out. And I'm going to tell Jenna that we need to go see if Jones wants to go to a private room. Fun.
Oh, okay.
And then we can have Bats join us. Or
No, he'll ruin it.
after
No.
Well, that is not a party. That is not a party.
after
While
he's
they're-
incapacitated.
Hey, do you want to go? Me, her, and that little guy? I'm fucking out. I'm out the back door.
Okay. I'm gonna
Well-
I'm gonna make my way to Jones and try to distract him.
While they're walking up, can I hack into his earpiece to hear what kind of conversation he's having?
Give me your hacking roll. What do you want to say to Jones while he's rolling his hacking?
I'm gonna walk up to him and what am I gonna say to him?
10.
Ooh, very good.
Hey, you look kind of important. I bet you have lots of party favors.
Yes, there's a room of them over there if you would like to partake. That's strictly for party members.
No. I've had plenty of those.
My man should have already directed me. What?
I meant in your pants.
Oh my god.
Well, previously, Logan or Proxy, you heard. I gotta get back to this. I gotta get it working. I gotta figure out a response. So, he is conducting business. It is.
I want to record.
Yeah, I'll have that delivery there. You don't get specifics of what it is, but you find out where it is. Yeah, my man will have that to you, down at Dock 42. My man will have you there at Dock 42, and at 7 o'clock tonight. I'll have him there. And then you hear, hey, you got some party favors in your pants? And he's like,
We look at each other.
so
I record all that phone, but
with the party favors in your pants?
including that last part.
Can we
Did you
just
read the
roll
comments yet?
just roll a persuasion on that? If only, for God's sakes, if only.
Oh, roll again. Both of them.
Oh,
Both
that's
of them.
an 8.
Oh shit.
I mean, you can't.
So, well,
Yeah, you roll a 6.
Tell me while it lasts.
Oh my gosh.
Well, 6 plus.
That would be a 10. That would be 6.
Nothing like having a freaking pop star in the group.
15.
All right, let me break out my wheel so I don't have to do any math.
I could probably persuade him to be into you, Batman.
That's a raise.
He does have good nubs.
He says,
He has sweet nubs.
he holds up his finger, and you see him. I will call you right back. I have something to take care of right now. And then he focuses on you, and his face starts to become a little flushed. And he says, I've never been a furry before, but
Oh my god.
I've been a little stressed out lately. Would you like to accompany to somewhere a little more private?
Yes, but I do have one small requirement. You see that girl over there?
Entertainment model. Very nice.
We're a pair. She goes where I go. Is that a
Wow.
problem?
My stress just went away. Let's do this.
I'm going to send through the tap for Bats to kind of meander along. Obviously.
Yeah, that guy's not coming for sure.
Sorry. I don't think I could roll enough persuasion to make him into you.
You better give an R rating for this.
Target number's 50.
It already has an R rating.
I'm going.
Yeah,
to,
you have to. Yeah, this is for
Really?
mature. We have this for
I'm going
flag
to
for
be
mature.
listening
Oh, that's
outside the
good.
door to them.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
So I'll hear.
We'll let you know when
You're
you're
gonna be that
incapacitated.
creep.
So we're gonna basically get
Yeah.
into the room away.
One
from
of the
everybody else.
bouncers are like,
Is it? It's a knockout.
A perf.
mask?
It's a knockout poison.
Just be like,
I
I
have a
can't see, I don't know
chemical
where I'm at.
injector in my cyber limb. My
Okay.
hand's a cyber limb.
Okay, cool. So we'll
Yeah.
knock him out, get him incapacitated, and then we can ask questions.
I
That's
brought
in
the
there.
women he's doing.
Well, but he'll be knocked out.
He's not doing anything. He thinks he is.
Well,
but
he
he's
thinks
not.
he is.
Anyway, so we're gonna get him in the room
yeah,
alone.
okay, and he's in there. He's like, yeah.
Do we want to knock him out? Though?
Hey,
This is
middle
out loud.
management.
How long does it last? Does it last?
You know, they're stressed.
Depends
I thought
on
backdoor
my.
was gonna be the
I
weirdest we
rolled
got.
2d6.
No, this is turn. This went from chaos
There we
last
go.
time to
Okay.
what
Alright.
the fuck.
I can mind reading.
So he gets in there and he starts unbuttoning his. He takes his jacket off. He's wearing a nice suit. This is an expensive suit. He starts unbuttoning. He's like, you know, don't let me stop you two ladies from doing whatever you want to do, and while I get ready for this.
Well, I like to see what I'm getting first. So continue.
Oh, he starts.
Let him get rid of his weapon.
He's like,
I assume he's got weapons. He's gonna be taking off.
oh yeah, he has to before he unbuttons his shirt. He's got to take his shoulder holster off, and he sets it
I
off to
can-
the side. And
I can hear and see this happening. I want to just shut off all his communications so he can't call anyone.
give me hacking.
Nice.
Oh, you're already hacked in.
Yeah.
Give me knowledge programming.
11.
That is a raise.
Boom.
Nice.
That is one raise. So
So I've got a question for you.
no communication.
Me and my friend.
Just read the chat.
I don't want to read it. I can see So, how do you feel about doing things a little different?
What do you mean different?
Well, I've always
Listen.
had this
I'm not
fantasy.
up to. I'm not opposed to a little kink now and then, but
Well, that's good to hear.
let me know what you're into.
Well, how would you feel about a little bondage?
You want me to tie you up?
No.
He ain't got enough rope to tie you up.
He's got a tie and a belt.
Tie it up.
Tie him up.
Yes.
You got tied up.
I can't deal with this.
Absolutely.
All right.
I think this might be my new thing. Chat room, you're killing them. You're killing them, chat room.
Yeah, turn around. Here.
The fourth wall has not just been broken; it has been
shit.
torn down. Condor.
Oh shit.
Condor, you got auto modded.
Oh no.
Oh,
What did he say?
No.
What happened?
Here, I can approve it.
Yeah, prove it.
You got auto modded. There you go. I approved it. It wasn't even that bad. It was some of the other stuff was worse, but okay. So
Here.
we have 8 minutes left in the stream, so let's get through Jones without you guys dying of the chat room. All right.
Okay, well, we're gonna get him tied up.
Okay. So, and this isn't hard to do. So,
He's cooperating.
He is cooperating.
Steamy.
Let me see here. Give me a roll of.
This has turned into like
Let's
porno
just do
streaming.
it. Who's tying him up?
Well, I mean, we both kind of are.
yeah.
But
Okay, both of you give me agility rolls. To see how well you tie him up. I'm going to use these as him being able to get away later.
okay.
So this is later on. It will be him versus this.
Oh, I am Benny in that crap.
Condor and
What
Sean.
the-
Might as
my
well. You only got
agility
like
at?
7 minutes left. Might as well Benny it
Oh, it's
now.
at the top. It's the very top one.
Oh shit! I got a 6.
Yeah, I got
Alright,
double
cool.
one again.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I
you
got
did
a
good.
6 and a 6 13.
Good Lord.
Oh, I got double ones twice in a row.
Yeah,
Some
you're
dice.
horrible at tying
I
Jones.
am horrible at times. Let's try different dice.
Your
Let's try
nails
different
keep- Your
dice.
nails keep cutting whatever you're using to tie.
There you go.
Every time she ties it, like,
5.
damn it. Damn it.
5.
5. But we over here we have a 13. So yeah, okay. So he's gonna be tied to that bedpost pretty well. All right. So you have
Oh, and
Jones.
just for your edification, it is his hands and feet. He's not going anywhere.
Okay. So one was on hands, one was on
Hey,
feet.
you can't
Yes.
call to get
And
help.
so as you're tying him up, he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm into this cat thing. This is awesome. You know.
Well, then you're gonna really love
he's like
what's coming
he's
next.
like telling her he's like yeah, tie that one a little tighter. Tie that one a little tighter.
Oh, he's really kinky.
Yeah. And like so you got Jones mostly naked, tied to this bed,
Weaponless and tied.
weaponless. What happens?
No communications.
No communications.
Well, we're gonna invite bats in, and we're gonna have a discussion.
Can bats get in?
Yeah,
We can open the door.
Yeah, but the
Bats is in the hallway.
Okay, so the door opens and Bat comes in, and he said, "Hey, I didn't agree to this weird shit.
50 Shades of Black Mist.
I did not agree to this." Jesus,
I want a shirt that says
we're not
that.
gonna make it through.
Yeah, we need that
Sorry.
shirt.
I want a shirt that says that.
Okay, it's happening. 50 Shades of Black Mist.
I got it.
Look for it in the merch store. Logan will be making it.
I'm going to intimidate.
This game is taking a wicked turn. So okay, he's like, I didn't agree to this stuff because get that little fucking weirdo out of here.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. You're
But
going-
I wish I was going somewhere else.
You were going to tell me. We're going to find out who his supplier is, right? That's what we're going.
We
for?
need to, we're trying because we can't talk
Who,
to Edgar.
who the hell took the doctor? Is
Yeah.
what we're trying to find
Yeah, that's
out.
what we're looking for.
So I'm going to try to intimidate him.
Stop reading chat, you guys. Chat's gonna kill us.
6.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Intimidate.
Maybe letting you guys break the fourth wall is bad.
I got a 6 on intimidation.
I'm fucking
A
crying.
6 on intimidation. Okay. Yes, you got it. You got it. He's starting to realize that he's in I can't say it. He's in a bad situation.
A bat situation.
He's in a bat situation. I've lost all control of this episode.
Sorry.
All control of this episode.
It's not my fault. It's
There hasn't
Chad's.
even been a fight yet.
It's Chad's fault.
So he is intimidated. You have the upper hand, sir.
All right, well, want to find out
With your last 3 minutes, what would you like to do?
anything he has to know. He knows about the scientist getting taken, and then we're going to work our way up to his boss if he doesn't know anything about science.
Give me a specific question.
I'm gonna read his mind as he's asking the questions.
Okay, roll. Roll your mind reading.
Scientist name,
Okay.
does anybody remember?
Ray Stillman.
All right.
It is really hot in here.
I got a 5.
For reading his mind.
Yeah, for reading his mind.
Blocking you out.
Somebody kidnapped a friend of mine, scientist Ray Stillman. What'd you say? Stillman?
I think that's what it was. So.
Yeah, Ray Stillman. Dr. Ray Stillman.
A friend of mine, Dr. Ray Stillman, got abducted.
I didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, I know. But you know. They can't help us out. And you're going to help us out.
Listen, the guy that did that's probably dead.
Probably. But I'm looking for the guy that gave you.
Edgar, he knew Edgar probably.
look, we work for the same guy,
Who?
Mr. Shade.
Damn it. All
Probably
this for
already knew
shade.
that coming here.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got to go to the clinic. You got to make sure we don't have any STDs for you being close to this guy.
So
My question to you is, how do you plan on getting out of here alive?
that's not tough.
And we'll be back another day to see how they get out of this bondage situation.
We live to die.
I want to
another
thank
day.
everybody for showing up and watching tonight. It got a little weird. I apologize.
It was very kinky tonight.
What? Chat room was all about it.
I am glad that I have marked the channel for mature audiences. Let me just say that. Chat room. Bad chat room. Bad chat room.
Just use a virus.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if we only got caught once on the automod, I guess that the chat room is not that
and
bad.
that wasn't even bad.
No, it wasn't even bad. I have automod
Must
set.
have like PG-13.
I have
on there.
automod set to prude. So, anyway, let me reiterate a few things before I get rid of you guys. Again, merch is up. So just below the video, click on the link or just use the little box that's there where you can browse through it. You don't even have to leave the chat or leave the video. We got some sweatshirts, some t-shirts, a couple other things up. Coming tomorrow,
Sweatshirts?
normally we play D&D. I don't know if we're going to be playing a D&D game tomorrow.
Got that
And
design.
we will stream something. There will be something for us to something for you to watch. Board game, maybe a one shot of another role-playing game. We will have something for you to watch tomorrow. Maybe throughout the week we might, if we can get some players together, we'll play something else. Again, tell your friends. Your family, people you don't like, we don't care. Once we hit 50 followers, we're giving away one of those awesome shirts that's on the merch store. And there's obviously some good ideas of some more shirts to come. And once we hit 100 followers, we will be giving away one of Sean's awesome dice towers. So the sooner you do that, the sooner you get free shit. There we go. There's a nice one. So that's all I got. Follow us here. Follow us Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Because if you missed any of this craziness, I will have it on YouTube. I always put these up later on YouTube so you can watch them. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming. You guys, like always, the chat room never disappoints. Have a good night.
Bye.